damn this cough. Good morning. Welcome to the classiest place on earth. I hope you're doing well. Dream you can fucking do it, man. We can do this. Sick be damned. I hope you're all doing well. Happy daytime. Good morning. Let's go, heater. It's time. It's cold time. God damn this cock. Imagine if that was my problem. Oh my god, Slurmy! Wait, I am sick, so I do apologize for my balls dropping just now. But happy birthday, happy birthday! This is your day to have a lot of fun. We're waiting for the celebrating. This is your day. So happy birthday to you.
Hail Satan. I hope it's fucking dope. What are you drinking? The big 4-0?
40's young, man. You got so many, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but you have so many years left. I don't know if that's, hopeful or not.
Hail Satan.
My voice cracks so bad when I get sick. It's just balls dropping. I know. The sick is going around. I really thought I avoided it. I really did. She's here. She's hot. She's feeling great. She's feeling good. She's feeling sweaty. Happy fucking birthday, Honeybean. I hope it's wonderful. I better not be You know what's crazy? The only place that I go and travel and never get sick is Burns. The place where none of us are bathing and we're living in porta potties and taking slut baths and fucking and making out with each other. Genuinely, I travel, it's almost inevitable. You're stuck in a metal tube with people in an airplane or something like that. You're probably going to get something. Every burn, nothing. It's crazy. I don't know what it is. Ducky, oh my God. Good morning, love. How are you? Should we cheers? Hold on, I have a stoner bowl from last night. Let's cook it. Yeah. Good morning, my love. Thank you for those biddies. And I've got fucking coffee. I'm fucking ready. Man, I laid in bed until the last minute this morning. Genuinely, yesterday, ended stream, went and got the dogs, came home, went to bed. Woke up at 4:57. Came into movie night, watched movies in half a days, and just went right back to sleep. And then just slept. That's it. It's so gross. I hate this shit. I'm not puking. Thank fuck. Yeah, so yes, I'm not nauseous at all. I just have that, not enough to kick your ass. It's just that gross, cold, sweaty. I don't know how to describe that. I know they're naked. Where are they? Oh, did they leave? Did they leave? I know. They got groomed, so when you see them, they'll be naked. They're very naked right now. I know. Well, we told them because, not only are my dogs water dogs, they love to go swimming and shit. They love the snow. They love to go play in it. And Bill's hair here she comes, is so fine that it mats up really bad. So I told them, I'm just shave her down. It's torture for her, for me to rake through these fucking dreads every day. So now she looks like a weasel. Look at that tail. You want to come say hi? And here's my naked boy. I know, don't they look like different dogs? It's so weird.
No.
When I get them back, I'm like, who are you? Who are you?
Satan.
You're still my boy. You're just naked boy. Right off the tit. Right off the boob. Crispy. Thank you so much for subbing to the class. Keeping the class alive. I'm giving any swings that tier 2 for 58 fucking months. Update about my dad. His surgeon said his replacement surgery went as expected. He's currently in post-op. Fuck yes. He's got some PTOT to complete, but he should be home around 3 p.m. Shut the fuck up. Best case scenario. Cheers to that. I have a stoner bowl. I owe it cheers. Oh, they are. I mean, that's the crazy thing. When they get groomed, it's I imagine it feels like someone cutting off 10 pounds of hair or something, because they turn into psychopaths. Hold on, bud. I have to cheers. I don't want to cheers in your face. Or we're clogged. Or we're clogged. This bowl is the bane of my life. they're very happy, but they definitely like, it's like, I assume it's like taking off a giant coat after wearing it for a long time because they're definitely full of shit after they get groomed. They've just like, especially Lilith. When we got home yesterday, she just kept attacking Trick like over and over again. Why are you plugged? What is happening? What is happening, bud? Oh, Slurmy, I'm so jealous. I will stand by this until the day I die. There is not. I have yet to find it. Let's say that I have yet to find a place in America that properly makes chips. Clutch, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving it any swings. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sub and consent. And I fucking appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. The fact that I met a fellow burner through Diction who I've known for like 8 years is fucking crazy. It's playing the same song again. Didn't I open with this song? Okay. Good morning, Robo. The first time I got Zelda groomed, I got her and I was like, where's my dog? Same. The first couple years of having these guys, every time I got him groomed, I'm like, what did you do with my dog? Where's my dog? This looks so different. Well, look her. She's the little weasel now. This is so desperately clogged. Give me one moment. Why? I'm confused about this bowl right now. Sorry. I'm baffled. Thank you for the hype train, by the way. Good morning, Mag. How are you? She is. She's my haunted Victorian weasel. Now, look, I can literally shove a toothpick up through the bowl, but I can't smoke the bowl. What the fuck is going on with this bowl? That was weird. Fuck that bowl. Fuck that bowl right in the ass. Desperately Clogged was my nickname in... Alright, Mag. It's... Pretty soon I'm gonna make you tell me the stories with your nicknames, because that one... Did that come from your mother or your father? Is it a family name? Desperately Clogged. The people need to know. The vibes here are fucking awesome. I support you in the community. Thank you. I mean, I'm sure because you've been hanging out, you've heard me say it. But my mods and I mean, I started streaming because I wanted to make friends and didn't have any because I was in school. And then we started just kind of like accidentally cultivating a community where it was just perfect. It's the perfect place where you can come in. You never have to say hi. You never have to say bye. You just have to be a quality human being who's not like a racist piece of shit, bigot, fuck. That's it. It's like really not difficult to do, but my mods have plenty to ban, shockingly enough. But 10 years strong, man, and we've managed to harbor and protect a very, in my opinion, a safe fucking place to come hang out and just be yourself. And on that note, trans women are women, trans men are men, non-binary people are valid and owe us nothing in how they outwardly present, and trans children are children. This is a safe place until I fucking die. And I know my mods stand by that as strong as I do. Amen, Rod, same. I mean... Like, Zach and I were talking about it last night because I was sick and all sweaty and stuff. And he's like, man, why don't you just take the day off? I'm like, why? That's the beauty of this is that we can hang out and I can't get you sick. Look, you didn't get sick. It's crazy. Crazy. It's the best. My upper lip is sweating. I hate being sick. Flatulence cranium. Oh my god. My name was almost Jane. My mom wanted to name me Jane, Jean, or Joan. Why? I don't know. I have no clue where those names came from. And then my dad got the rights to the naming, and here we are. I know. It could have been Classy Joan. What would that have been? Because honestly, ClassyKatie came out of alliteration. Like, what would have Joan been? Jizzly Joan. Just jizzle it. That's so... I should have gone by Joan. That would have been great. TOS! I was almost a Rebecca. I prefer the name I have. I prefer Katie. Like, Katie is one of the most basic ass, generic, dry fucking American names out there. I feel like, no offense to Katie's out there, but there's billions of us. It's ridiculous. And it's kind of a little girl name. I feel like Katie, that's a little kid name, and I'm not a little kid, but it's Joan. No offense to Jones, I'm just not a Joan. I don't feel the Joan within me. I've said Joan too many times now, and it doesn't sound like a word anymore. Same, Robo, my mom's actually starting to grasp that concept, which is really nice. Because, you know, I've told you guys this a million times, but whenever my mom, if she asks me about Twitch, if we talk about this, it's, you know, well, you don't just play video games, right? You do all sorts of stuff. She's always trying to figure out what this is, like, questioning about it. And I finally got her, like, the way I described it was, I explained to her that third place concept. So if you guys haven't heard of this, or you haven't, like, been exposed to this concept of the third place, it's basically like we have home, we have work, and then we used to go to pubs or go to bars or go to coffee shops or go play pool or something like that. Like, we didn't sit in traffic for 2 hours every day both ways to work. We had a third place to go where you didn't have to spend money and you could just socialize. And that has been like the arcade, exactly. It's been deleted. Like, our third place is sitting in the car listening to the radio on the way home, and by the time we're home, it's nighttime, it's dinner time, we're too fucking exhausted to do anything. So when I explain to them, like, a lot of Twitch is just desperately seeking for that third place where no one, that's the concept that she can't grasp, is no one has to pay to be here. Like, that's the hardest thing to explain. I'm like, no, it's 100% free. Like, we want that forever. Like, that's the beauty of this, is people can come and be a part of a community. You don't have to throw money down, which is everywhere else in the world. It's loitering if you don't buy something. And so when I explain it to her like that, and like how a lot of people are working and watching and shit like that, it starts to click more, because she can conceptualize, like, she's from the era where that third place existed. So that helps a lot when trying to explain it. None of my family, my sister watches once in a while. My littlest sister, I have 8 siblings, one of them watches. The internet scares them. I don't know. Like, that's genuinely, they haven't told me that. That's just all I can conceptualize out of it. Like, I've tried to invite them on stream. I've gone home and tried to stream with my family. I know Mag was here when it happened. I streamed with my little sister and my mom, and chat was like, you guys were so sweet, and you were trying to be so welcoming, while my mom's like walking around in the background being awkward. And you guys were like, tell us some fun stories from Katie and Sarah's childhood. Mom, without missing a beat. Like when you almost killed your sister in a kayak by drowning her in the lake without telling me. And I was like, well, guess this is the last time I invite Mom on chat. They're like, they kind of snap out at it and then go away like a snippy little dog. It's really weird.
I'm going to fuck you.
There might be like a clip or something on my YouTube, Robo, but I think this was before the grand deleting of all VODs because of music shit. I think this was before that, unfortunately. David, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving any swings for
42 years. We've been here for so long.
I wish we did too. I know, I hate it. There's so many good memories and shit. And what sucks is like deleting all those VODs, like the history of my life on Twitch, which is still such a stab in the heart because of the whole music thing. Like any website that used clips of mine, any article that wrote about me, anything like that, all the clips got deleted off their websites as well because they were like porting them from Twitch. So there's genuinely no way to find them unless I just happen to make a VOD out of them and put it on YouTube. It fucking sucks. But that was the last time I invited my mom. My sister's a fucking kick. Anytime she visits, she will come sit on stream with me for hours. My sister is one of the most fun people in the entire world. And when her and I are together, we're basically the same human. So we just start riffing off each other. It's so much fun. I love when she gets to visit, but they're like, they just don't really have interest in me or my life, which is fine because explaining it is exhausting. It's weird that it was easier to explain being a respiratory therapist than it is this. Like what we do, because people just can't conceptualize that. Like, what do you do for a living? I do this thing that's provided for free. How do you make a living? Well, insert the kindness of humans, which is a concept that is fucking hard to grasp, really, truly, especially to people who have genuinely only had a classic, what's the term? Like a traditional job their whole life. Like that really just the concept just is baffling. It's really hard to explain to people. Kindness, genuine, like the selflessness of a human is very lost. They see it as like a charity or a panhandling situation, which I'm fine if that's the way you see it. I'm so freaking happy I managed to describe information coding compression theory to somebody in layman's terms and they understood it instantly. If you tell someone, fuck you, this takes about 3/4 of a second. You hold your middle finger up, that takes about 300 milliseconds. It's understood quicker, takes less time, less energy to transmit because you're not engaging all your muscles, all your chest muscles to expel air. Do you know how many chest muscles I just had to use for all that? That's good though. I love that feeling. I know that feeling. The clip, I think there's like a YouTube video of the house, the anus house in ESO. No shit, Adam. I actually reinstalled ESO. I have it installed currently on my PC just because I want that asshole to work again. Like I did it like a week or two ago, reinstalled all of it just because I'm dedicated. I need to figure out how, like, I know the asshole's still there. Like, everything's still there. All my housing is still there. The ass is still there, but it doesn't animate anymore. And, like, a goal of mine in 2025 is to get that ass to fuck itself again. So, surprise! That's my goal. Did you never get to see my self-fucking ass dream? It was pretty epic. It's literally, like, a butt that's bigger than like a 3-story house. And I had a mod on it where if you touch something in the room, the ass would lift. And there was actually like a giant coral that was inside its asshole. And then when you clicked on that one other item again, the ass would lower itself. And you could effectively make this house-shaped ass fuck itself. It was incredible. And like, I know for a fact the entire ESO team watched me on a big screen make it in their office, which I find even better. Like, I find that fucking great because they're so, like, clean and uppity. Love that for me. This is Moby. Lift me up. Is your username in game the same on Twitch? In ESO? I try, like, honestly, the only places I don't have ClassyKatie is either Instagram, where there's some fucking woman who has ClassyKatie. Bless her. She's probably a very sweet human being, but she got my username before me. And then other than that, for some reason, platforms out there that see the ass in my name and they say my name is inappropriate. I don't fucking know why, but there's so many games out there that you put in ClassyKatie as one word, inappropriate. 'Cause assy, I guess. Sure, that makes sense. We're all on your team. Like Borderlands, exactly. That's a good example of it. Though there's a few places in the world I'm not ClassyKatie, and it's because they think ass is in my name or something, which is so weird. It lifted as you went in and out. Nope, there was actually like a trigger next to the ass that would do it. Like it was part of Minion Manager or Minion or whatever. Was it Minion? The like mod manager, and there was a mod in there to animate things. And I don't even remember how we did it, to be honest. It's been so long, I'm gonna try to figure it out again. But it was fucking incredible. Assy Katie, see? I don't know, it's so stupid. Assassin is fine, right? That's the irony. Assassin's fine, but Classy is too much. It's too much for a lot of games. Usually games that are like, it's Ubisoft. Ubisoft hates ClassyKatie. I tried to get Naughty Hooker for my adult themed crochet pieces, but the spicy sites won't allow it. The spicy sites won't? Gassy has the exact, Gassy and I have literally talked about it. We have the exact same problem. Classy Packs. His name is just Classy now. Like, that's it. He's just Assy. At least I have the Katie. It's so dumb. How dare they say your name's inappropriate? They should at least learn that from, I mean, seriously, Genova has a great point. Like, sure, assume I'm an inappropriate person off of the name ClassyKatie, but please come to my channel and hear me say cunt at least 5 times first. Cunt, 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 cunt. Please. Because, like, you're assuming correctly, I just don't like that you're assuming off of that. I had my own ham thrown in that house, too, 100%. I had so many, I mean, it's gotta still be there. Nothing is deleted. Like, everything is still in ESO. What's kind of a bummer is I logged in just to see if the ass was still there. It's still there. All my houses are still there. But, like, it's genuinely weird. I feel like they've added nothing to housing that you can buy. It's all quest housing. Like, they are really forcing people to play content. It feels like a little bit. Like, just in my 5 seconds of logging back in, I was like, wow. Because you guys know I used to bitch about that. Like, the best armor for PvP would be locked behind PvE, and vice versa. The best armor for PvE would be locked behind PvP. And it was, I mean, they never say it, but in my opinion, they're trying to force us to play. So it looks like everybody plays every inch of content in ESO because everybody loves every inch of all the content. That's what they want it to look like, in my opinion, allegedly. And so they force this kind of shit. And that's what it feels like. Like, I went in and I saw nothing new, no new housing to buy with gold. Lots of new housing if you want a quest, which I hate. Rod, you're probably not wrong. Honestly. There's a ship named Federal Assault ship in Elite Dangerous, but if you name your ship that, it just turns to stars because of Assault. That's so dumb. Essential housing tools, shut the fuck up. The fact that you even remember that, I'm writing that down. That's my goal for this year, is to get that butt to fuck itself again. And maybe make something else. I do too, Genova, and I appreciate you saying that. No shit, that's still the case. Do you want powerful assault gear? Better enjoy PvP, and it's the most meta healer set. Have they, so what they did for PvPers, I guess they did this for PvPers, I'm allegedly assuming. So for a PvPer, PvP player versus player, meaning I go in and kill other players, basically. What they did is once a week, I want to say it's on the weekends, like Sundays or something, there's some special vendor in Imperial City now. It's been there for a while, and it's like once a week, there's a random lot of gear in that vendor, and you can go buy it. And it's gear that you have to farm in PvE. But they did that because we kept bitching. Have they done anything like that for PvE? The Golden Vendor, have they done anything like that for anybody else, though? This is years. I haven't played this game in like 5 years. It's kind of crazy I remember any of this. PvP is 2 teams now. What do you mean? Also found out they put our camp way the fuck out there this year compared to where the camp was last year, and no one's happy about it. You know what's crazy? Loveburn is so ridiculously small compared to Burning Man. I looked at that and I'm like, how do all these people fit? Like, where do all these people go? By the way, I know my placement. I'm across the street from fucking what? Big Fluffy Yellow? Big Yellow Fluffy? Tell me you know the camp. It's huge. Big Yellow... it's literally just called Big Yellow Fluffy or Big Fluffy Yellow, something like that. I'm directly across the street from them, right on the beach, which is dope. We're right by the entrance, which is like a pro and a con, to be honest. Dude, Savage Garden was my first CD ever. Like, Savage Garden, I think the one with I Want You on it. I can remember the CD, but I don't remember the album title. But that was one of 2 of the first CDs I ever bought. I bought Savage Garden and I bought TLC Crazy Sexy Cool. Those were my very first 2 CDs I ever bought on my own. Good morning, BDO. The Scunthorpe problem was present in the UK during an Xbox update years ago. One of the files being downloaded for the console had a name like Values Exchanger or something, and Sky Internet, Murdoch owned, blocked it because of sex. Shut up. That's fucking funny. Oh, in Battlegrounds, there's not 3 teams anymore. What the fuck? Used to be 3 teams, now it's just 2 teams, no purple, green, red, just green and red teams of 8. How do you like that? Does Chode Ball still exist? Because sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, like, Chode Ball, and it's, fuck Chode Ball! Fuck Chode Ball. Fuck that game. I found it on the map. I might have done a Google Maps distant draw, and we are like 1 cam straight line from Pirate Cafe. Yes! That's not creepy. I told you to come find me. It's not creepy if I genuinely am like, hey, I mean, you know this, but like if I'm like, hey, my camp is called the Second Wind Pirate Cafe, and I'm across the street from Big Fluffy Yellow, and you should come find me. It ain't creepy anymore. I genuinely doxed myself for Loveburn. Come find me, really. Well, Rod, I wouldn't. You're jumping the gun hard on that one. Literally, tickets for Burning Man haven't even gone on sale yet. So groups aren't even talking yet. Like, there's so many regional burns that people don't really start forming their camps, like solidifying their camps until like June, July. Genuinely, like, it's a super jump the gun right now. Way jump the gun. Because, like, people like me, I have not bought Burning Man tickets. I'm going to love Burn in 2 weeks. And then there's a burn in the next month, and then a burn in the next month. And so people are constantly, like, you have camp captains. Your camp captain is constantly working for every single burn that people are going to, all the regionals and shit like that. The tickets literally haven't even been announced. The theme hasn't been announced. Like, super jumping the gun on that. Hard, yeah. Chode Ball, Hatari. So, Chaos Ball. It's like a shitty form of Capture the Flag. So back when I used to play, there was 3 teams, purple, red, and green. And you each have a ball that you have to protect. And if the other team manages to come and get the ball off their thing and put it onto their thing, they get a point. And I fucking hate it. Like, I had songs dedicated to singing during that game because I fucking hated it so much. And I knew so many ESO employees watched me play all the time that I was like, maybe if I annoy them enough, they'll fucking delete this game mode because it's trash. Trash! No, it's still there. I hate Chode Ball so much. It's such a stupid mode. If I go to a burn anywhere, my camp donut holes. You know what? I don't even know how new camps start. Like, I don't even know how you get established as a new camp. I know how new camps start. But, like, if you were to establish your own camp and actually name it, I have no idea how that even happens. Normally what happens is, and this is what I keep trying to get Rod to do, is join a massive camp, like Costume Cult. Because Costume Cult is never saying no. Genuinely, they have hundreds of people in their camp. They're huge. You get daily showers. You will get 3 meals a day. You'll get fed being a part of this camp. You'll have to work your ass off building the camp, breaking it down, but that's part of Burn, and that's what everybody does anyways. But joining one of those big camps, what happens is those big camps have little camps within them. So there's Costume Cult, as an example, is a massive camp. And then there are pods within that camp that kind of take care of each other and whatnot. And eventually, as is the natural progression, those pods will break off and they become their own camp. So both of the camps that I've ever been a part of, Pirate Cafe and the Bats, were all Costume Cult pods originally, like years ago. And just became friends, like, just coincidentally because you're in a pod within the big camp, and, you know, there's hundreds, and you break off like that. That is the best way to get into a camp. That is almost 99.9% of the stories I hear from people who camp or go to Burning Man or burning events in general. That's how they get in. Because those big camps, they actually, like, run events all day, every day. So being a part of that camp is also being an employee of that camp. But because of that, because you're an employee of that camp, you get all your meals, all your water, you get free, you get showers. It's a great way to go in, and you don't have to be afraid of not being 100% prepared because they will take care of you. but you'll work your ass off. But we all work our ass off. It's harder in a smaller camp because you have less people. So I don't know. There's not really a trade-off. Good morning, Changeling. That's seriously, look into costume cult. If I hear, like, no shit, every single person I camp with, for the most part, came from costume cult, I'll ask them. Like, how can I help a friend get into costume cult so then you can be into the normal shit? Because I think it's the best, not just because you'll be able to break off into a smaller pod, but you don't have to worry about forgetting something. Like, if you forgot food, doesn't matter. You will be fed. You will be fed, you will have water, you will have showers, you'll have your own private bathrooms. Like, these giant camps literally have their own porta potties. It's wild. They're huge. Comparatively, like, when you guys see the pictures of my Burning Man experience, I'm in a tent in the dirt, or I'm sleeping in the back of my Jeep because I'm part of a smaller camp. And but the big camps, that's what you should definitely, like, look into. I know Costume Cult. Like, that's where almost all of my friends come from, so that's the one I use all the time. But there's a ton of big camps. It's just the massive ones. Death, what is it? Oh my god, I just blanked on them. The, like, metal kind of don't want you to join them, though. Because they're assholes. It's so weird. There's this camp. They have the dome thing. What is it? Is it Thunderdome? The huge, like, scaffolding dome that you climb on and people are fighting in it. Is it Thunderdome? I'm just blanking on the name of it. But, is it Thunderdome? Thank you. I'm just blanking on it for some reason. The camp that runs that is another one of those giant fucking camps. It's, like, called Death Camp or Mega Death Camp or something like that. And they all dress like Mad Max, but, like, all black leather, and they have spikes, and they drive, like, Mad Max cars across the playa and shit. But they're so unfriendly. I don't know if it's their shtick. Like, that's the shtick of that camp, is to just be genuinely unfriendly. Like, I'm all about a shtick of being an asshole. Like, I'll bit with you all day long. But they're, like, kind of genuinely mean. Which is so weird, because I desperately want to be friends with them. I feel like I'm that Poppy, like, I come up in, like, my sparkles and my wings and my gold shit, and I'm like, I like metal, do you want to be friends? And they're all like, and they want to be my friend. So, like, but, like, if you can get into any camp, get into any camp. But, like, that's personally, they just seem like jerks. I don't know. Is it kind of their thing? All right. I'm into that. I'm a friendly person. I couldn't do it. As much as I love metal and I love black leather, I want to smile. Oh, yeah. Did you not? Oh, my God. Do I still have the pictures on my PC? Dude. Robo, there was a camp last year that I was relatively close to. It was a D&D themed camp. They had games going 24/7. They had like different games going 24/7, like walk-in games, and the archway their camp was enormous, like D20s, literally like this big, stacked on top of each other, and it made an archway. It was so fucking cool. So fucking cool. That was one of my favorite camps I went to last year. That was incredible. Is stream hitching? My internet was weird this morning. It could be my interwebs. We've got a lot of cold air going on, so stream's being weird. It doesn't say I've dropped any frames. Like, according to this, I've dropped 0, so try giving it a refresh. I'm sad that's their thing, because, like, everybody else at Burning Man is having such a good time and is so happy. Thunderdome was the one that gave Chaos a lot of shit for his fight pit, and we're being total dicks to him, and they are not in my Wasteland Circle. They are not in my Wasteland Circle either, and I've tried. Like, no shit, last year, my camp, as a whole, we all volunteered at the ice tent at Burning Man, like, big Burning Man. And the ice tent is the only place in the entirety of Burning Man to get ice, and it's the only place in the entirety of where money is valid. Like I've told you guys, money is not valid across the playa. It's all trade. It's not even trade, it's gift. Ice is sale. Like, that is the only thing, and it all goes to charity and shit like that, which is cool. And when you volunteer, they pay you for your services, but we always give the money back. And the crew that came in after us to take over for the Pirate Cafe was the fucking Death Camp with the Thunderdome. And I was just, like, trying so hard to be friendly and like, oh, and this is what you do, and this is what you're going to do next, because you, like, trade off, you know, and train the next crew that's coming in or whatever. And they were just... Which, like, there's no wrong, right? We've said that a million times. There's no wrong way to burn, and I ain't here judging. But I just want to be everyone's friend, and they super don't want to be my friend. Like, super bad. Which is sad. From what Chaos was telling me, they were not doing it for show. They were just actual dicks. That's what I'm saying. They come off that way. like we all know that's kind of the thing of Burning Man is it's kind of like a giant circus. Every camp has a theme and we all kind of like goof up our theme, we dress like big gay pirates and we're part of the gayborhood and whatever. Every camp does its thing. But like at a certain point you are a human at your core and you're just bullshitting with regular people. Like 90% of the people out there are in khakis, a t-shirt, and like that little safari hat because they are not part of a camp. They're solos and they're just out there doing their thing, and you have to like you can't look down on them just because they're not wearing see-through PVC plastic and a butt plug. And I feel like that's kind of what the Thunderdome people do. They're like, if you're not hardcore and you're not hardcore and you're not hardcore, then fuck you, man. But like for real? And I want to be friends, but like I don't. No, 100 and same. Clutch has such a fucking good point to bring up. That's the only group of people that I cannot connect with on the playa. And there are 75,000 people out there. There's like 100 people out of the 35 to 75,000 people that I can't connect with. So, like, let's take that as a grain of salt, right? Like, it just haunts me because I love them. I love that culture. I love metal. I did the Thunderdome. Like, it was super fun, but these people just do not want to be your friend. I don't know what it is. And it's the only place on the playa that I can't connect. But yeah, like, the Wasteland Baby, man. Oh my God, Clutch. Have you ever heard that song by Hosier? I listen to it on my way out and on my way in every year. It's for burning. So Clutch is a Wastelander. There's all sorts of these regional, I call them burns, but there's a million different names for these types of festivals that are just all over the United States of America. And they're in Europe too. They happen in the woods, they happen in beaches, they happen in deserts, all the fuck over the place. But they're all connected. Like everybody kind of interweaves. Like Wastelanders going to Loveburn, Loveburners going to, what is it, like Rainbow? Oh, I blanked on it. The Rainbow Festival. It usually happens out in the woods, like in the South. I cannot remember what the fuck that one's called. But there's just cross weaving of them all over the place. And people are, in general, just so fucking friendly and so excited to be out there and do stuff. It's so nice. Exactly. No, 100%. Asshole persona. And that's what I'm trying to explain. Like, the pirates are kind of an asshole persona. Like, my camp, we run a bar where we serve coffee. And this is Clutch, you're getting a little insider information here. But you only get coffee unless you're fun. And then booze. But you have to play with me first. And it's so much fun. I have so many pirate outfits, and we deck ourselves out in, like, the corniest fucking pirate shit you can possibly. And we act like kind of pirates. But at the end of the day, I'm a human, you're a human, and I'm still connecting with you. We're playing. That's what it's called. I don't know how else to explain that, but a lot of what we do out at Burning Man is just playing. It's just, like, bidding with other people. I don't know how to explain that. There's the official Burning Man website, absolutely. But then there's sub-websites for all those regionals, and God, I couldn't even name them all. Like, there's probably at least one regional burn every month. And by burn, I mean run by the official Burning Man Association. That is not even including every single Wasteland event going on, the Rainbow events going on. There's so many, I can't name them, that are also happening constantly. There are events constantly happening. And if you want to get into it, I'd highly suggest doing a regional. They're just so small and so much more short-lived. Like Burning Man, I feel like I did the sink or swim in that I did Burning Man first, anything else. And Burning Man is more about, like, surviving. Like, you are out there for, like, 11 days, and if you don't bring water and food, you will die. Like, you won't, because no one would let you die. But you know what I mean? That's a little bit more hardcore. Like, you're living there. Versus love burns and the more regional burns, they're 3 days. They're a weekend on a beach, and so you can kind of get a feel for a burn and get a feel for a Wasteland event or whatever kind of event you're looking into without, having to dedicate 11 days to being with all these crazy people in PVC plastic or just totally naked or with cock cages or whatever. Like, you don't have to completely commit. Because, like, as much as I talk up all of these events, you might not like it. Like, it's hard. It's not easy to be out there. I want to, Clutch. That's honestly one of my goals. I've been to Burning Man multiple times now. One of my goals now is to go out to more regionals. Because, again, like I said, did the sink or swim. Like, I did the burn first. And my first burn was Mud Burn, which was like 3 years ago. And halfway through the week, it just torrentially poured, and we all got stuck. Like, actually physically stuck on the playa for like 14 days. It was crazy, really scary a little bit because you don't have anything. Like, if everybody runs out, you're out. Like, you're walking out of the playa. Like, I didn't know. It was crazy. But I'd like to do the more the more regional ones. I think that would be so much fun. Love Burn is my first like smaller burn. So do I look for burns? So, Hertz, what I would do is I would go to the Burning Man official website. Just go to the Burning Man official website, look at the tenets of Burning Man, just get an idea for that. And then, I mean, a lot of people hate Reddit. I usually bring up Reddit because I don't know where else to go. I've been on Reddit for so many years. But subreddits, there's a million like every single burner community, whatever, has a subreddit of their own. So what I would do is look up for one in your state. Like, literally go to Google, look up regional burn your state. Regional wasteland event your state. Wasteland, burn, they're really synonymous. It's just different names for different overarching organizations that essentially help run these events and keep them safe. Like I've told you guys before, there are actual law. There are police officers on the playa. There are rangers on the playa. There are people there. There's health tents. There's nurse tents. There's doctor tents. There's all sorts of things to keep us safe. It's like a city. It's genuinely a city we put up overnight. So all of that is there. So you're never without, but I would genuinely look up like local burns, local wasteland, whatever. And then as you start scrolling those results, you'll just start to see more of these names. Like I was talking about Rainbow Festival and shit like that. Like there's just different names, but it's all just wonderful people going out and camping together. At the end of the day, that's all it is. If you can camp, you can burn. There, like I said, and I don't say that facetiously, and no one would, there is no incorrect way to burn. Or to wasteland, or to rainbow, or to whatever, to love. There is no incorrect way. You do it however you want to do it. I do it how I want to do it. I like to dress up. Man, Clutch, you know what's crazy? I had a fucking blast at Mudburn. I had so much fun. I don't know, but like, it was my first burn, and so I had no idea what to expect. And I grew up camping. I like camping. Like, I very much enjoy a fire and some cards and sitting around having drinks with friends and just, like, chilling. Like, that is so hardcore, one of my favorite things to do, and that's what Mudburn was. Like, it just turned into camping, as opposed to people being wildly dressed and marching around and doing crazy shit. It just turned into camping, and the camaraderie of Mudburn was fucking wild. Every camp was pitching in with each other. Every camp, like, we were shouting across the streets, like, do you guys need anything? And throwing stuff, because you couldn't walk. Like, you actually could not walk anywhere. The mud was so deep, you'd just get stuck. The camaraderie across the streets was wild. And everybody just started chanting each other's camp names and stuff. And, like, we had this chant going around Burning Man that was sock bag sock. Sock bag sock! Sock bag sock! It was the only way you could walk through this mud because the playa is clay. So the wetter it got, the deeper you went down. Like the sheer amount of go-go boots I found just ditched in the mud. Moop. We found so many pairs of boots just left because people couldn't get out. So we found that the trick to get through the mud was literally you had to put a sock on and then put a plastic bag over your foot and then a sock over the plastic bag. And something about the friction of those three things made it so you could walk through the mud and almost on top of it. So it was the trick, like, because you have to go to the porta potties. I think I told you guys this story, but the first night of Mudburn, like the first night the rain hit, I had to piss into a Ziploc bag out the door of my Jeep. I have a vagina. I'll let you figure out how I did that. It was fucking traumatizing, and we had to figure it out. Like, you have to get to the porta potties. I'm not shitting in a Ziploc bag. What the fuck? Sock bag, sock. Sock bag. But people were literally, like, writing it on the sides of their vans, putting it in tape on their tents. Sock bag, sock became, like... But it was super fun. Like, I remember very specifically, because Zach has been to Burning Man many, many, many times, and he was like, I just feel horrible. This is your first burn, and half of it's dead, and you don't even get to do any of the fun stuff. And he was so bummed out for me, and I literally had to sit him down and be like, babe, this is my first burn ever, and I'm having the time of my life. I'm stuck in a living situation with a group of awesome people, a lot of booze, a lot of food, and a lot of board games. I think we're fine, And that was like a reality check for him. He was like, oh my God, he had such high expectations for what he wanted my experience to be that he didn't realize that it was going to be fun for me no matter what, because it was my first time. I had a blast. I don't know. Mud doesn't scare me. Rain doesn't scare me. I was born in the Pacific Northwest, bitch. I didn't see the sun until I was a man, and by then it was blinding. Let's fucking go. That, and let's be real. This is the part that blew me away. People that, like, there were so many people that didn't come back because of mud burn. Like, you go out there. You guys know I've talked about this a million times. We go out to the playa, to Burning Man, with the full expectation that we are going to be in 100-degree weather with no shade, no wind, no water. And what ruined your time was rain? Okay. Sure. I'm not, how do I put this? My soul isn't that delicate. I can make a good time out of some rain. Let's fucking go. Yeah, that's Corey. That's how I felt. I was like, like so many people were trying to leave. Like 4 days into the thing, once the rain hit, people were trying to get out of the playa and shit. And I'm like, really? Because of rain? Like, that's it? We had such a fun time. I know. Cable, no shit. Some days it gets over 100 degrees. And like, when I showed you guys those pictures, we always do like a full Burning Man. I go through all my pictures. A good portion of the pictures from Burning Man is me or like my camp members laid out in a lawn chair in our shade structure. Because pretty much from like noon until 5 p.m., that's all you can do. It's too hot. Like, it's very much like living in one of those hot European countries where they genuinely have siestas, like actual, like, middle of the day, shops close down because it's too hot to function. That's Burning Man. The vast majority of people either wake up super early in the morning or they go out at night and stay up till sunrise. And that's when they go do all their fun stuff, because that part of the day is just fucking misery. It is so fucking hot, and there's no escape at all. You're just in it. You put a hot rag on your neck. Which is why, again, why I reiterate, like, rain ruined your time. We can rain. This is fine. People get weird when they get wet. I know. Nature ruined my time with nature. I'd stomp my foot, but I'm afraid I would scare my little weasel back there. That was honestly my experience with my partner at Aftermath. It was my second year, and it was a different experience. Our tent wasn't waterproofed. Oh, fuck. And it basically rained the whole time in early November, and it was so cold and awful. And she was like, no, it's fine. This is fucking great. It's what you make it, though. Like, I think genuinely I probably had more fun than I should have because I had no, like, notion of what it, quote unquote, should be. I just had what it is. And for me, like, and I know other people experience this because I've talked to so many other burners, but, like, at Burning Man, the reason I will continue to go for probably ever, I don't even know, is, like, it renews my faith in humanity. Everybody is so warm and so awesome and so helpful, just out of nowhere. No one's, like, if your bike breaks down, not one person's just going to bike past you. There's going to be 5 people that stop and try to help you with your bike instantaneously. It's so different from society. And the point of Burning Man, or the point of me going to Burning Man, I guess, that I take home is I try to take the things that I learn at Burning Man or that I experience, and I take them and put them into the real world. Like, we shouldn't be afraid to make eye contact with strangers when someone's in danger or needs help. It should be instinctual just to help somebody for nothing. Like, I was just talking to my buddy Jeff, who lives in New York. They live in, like, little DR area, and he was like, New Yorkers are so nice, you know. Someone jumped my car the other day. I had to pay him, but, like, he jumped it, and I was like, what? And he goes, yeah. He was parked on the side of the road right next to my car, and I asked him for a jump, and he said nah. And then I offered him $20, and he was like, meh, okay. And I was like, is that kindness? Is it? Because did the jump cost him anything? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Honestly, I think it would be me too. Whenever I get wet outside, I become miserable and vindictive person, especially if it's cold and wet.
Going to fuck
I could,
you
in
with Satan's cock.
In the mundane world, yes. I hate rain. I hate being cold, and I will do anything to stay out of it. I think there's just something mentally I do to myself before. It's like going camping. If you've ever been camping, mentally, you're like, I'm going into nature. I'm prepared for this. Like, if it happens, I'm already mentally prepared. I don't have an escape, and I'm just going to have to deal with it, as opposed to it just happening. I don't know. Maybe. Rage, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving any swings for a fucking year, dude. That's a long goddamn time, and I appreciate you. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. And thank you, Sam Kinson. You live in a desert bit. Wait, have I not seen that one? Can you bring a bunch of solar panels and chargeable batteries, power an AC unit for your tent, and then invite people in? You can. It would be a complete waste of your time and money because there are giant camps that do that as a gift. So you know how I've talked about this before, every camp brings a gift. Like that is why Burning Man, there's no money on the playa. Everything is a gift. If you walk across a camp, if you find a camp that's like, hey, we're serving quesadillas, you get to walk in and just have a quesadilla. It's all a gifting culture. AC camps. They're, oh my God, Robo, I can't even tell you. I found one last year. And no shit, it's literally like they make a building out of tarps and pipes and shit like that. Shut up! I'm talking and you're barking at nothing. Yeah, you weasel. Anyways. They've been hopped up all morning. It's sirens, actually. There was a bunch of sirens outside earlier, and they've been hopped up ever since then. So there's a good majority of camps that their gift they bring is air conditioning. So what they essentially do is there's two types of air conditioning camps. Either they bring these highly specific igloo tents that you yourself can buy, and some people absolutely do, that are literally air-conditioned tents. I don't even know how to explain them. They look like a little igloo, and it looks like all tinfoil on the outside, but it's a specific thing. It's some sort of structure. It's got a hose coming off the back, and its own little Jenny right next to it. And this camp will have like 10 of these out, and you just get to walk in them. Like they're literally, it's just a respite. That scared the shit out of me. It's just a respite area, like walk in, chill. Literally chill out, cool down, and then go on your way or whatever. And then there's other camps that make it more of an event. I found one that was an air-conditioned spa camp. So you just walk through the curtain, and there's just someone waiting there for you. And they had this neck wrap that was that cold gel, but it had 2 fans in it at the bases. And they put that around my neck, and then they sat me down in a cool gel beanbag chair. And then this just deliciously gay hippie man with his balls out, walked around the circle of us all laying in the dark in this cold gel stuff and misted us with like very faintly scented lemongrass water, ice water. Like that's their gift. And on top of that, the entire tent is air conditioned because it's one of those giant igloo ones. Like there's tons of camps like that out there. So it's kind of like pointless to do it on your own if you're participating in Burning Man. There are some people who go to Burning Man and they are so violently independent that they end up never branching out and never playing and never actually meeting anybody because they don't need to. So part of the fun of like, you know what is a really hot day? I think I'm going to find an air-conditioned camp somewhere. You look at your map, you find it, you go on an adventure, and on your way, you're going to find a camp that candies bacon. You're going to find a camp that has a fucking table of snow, and they're making maple syrup lollipops. You're going to find a camp that will wash your hair and trim your beard for you. And then you're going to get to your air-conditioned camp. And on that way, you're going to meet so many different people. But I feel like when you're like people that bring campers, people that bring a camper very rarely ever leave their camper, and they don't really branch out and experience the communities or like meet people and get to be part of Burning Man. And I think there's something to be said about how that's kind of shitty. But those AC camps are everywhere. There's one camp in the neighborhood, no shit. So the way that we make our shade structures is usually like PVC piping, make some sort of structure and then drape a bunch of tarp and shit over it. They have one that's exactly like that, all PVC piping, but the PVC pipes have been littered with microscopic little holes in them, and their entire camp is blow-up furniture, and as soon as you walk into it, you feel that every single pipe is misting you with ice-cold water. And it's just 24/7. This camp is misting. And you can just walk through, mist yourself, go on your way, lay down in a fucking hammock for 3 hours if you want and get misted. There's no time limit. No one's going to kick you out. Like if you think of the playa as just like mom's house, all the cupboards are open to you. You can sleep on the couch and no one's going to bother you, and you can safely take a shit. That's what it feels like. It's just everything. They actually don't go through too much, Rod. I actually asked this year. I asked them finally because we were in their neighborhood. They were like literally 2 doors down from us, 2 like blocks down from us. So I asked them, I'm like, how much water do you guys have to bring? And they're like, genuinely, it's like the way that they did it. It's such a micro spray of mist. It's not really using that much water. It's just because it's constantly going. It creates like that cool atmosphere in the tent and keeps it really, really cool in there. I know, it's amazing. These people have been going for 20 years. Some people have been going 20, 30 years. So at this point, they are pros. They've figured it out. They're so good. It's crazy. That's the one thing that they're working on with Burning Man. The only negative for some people, I love it because you know me and my nervous energy. I never sit down. The mobility of Burning Man sucks. If you want to see any art, you're gonna have to be able to ride a bike at least a mile. Probably. But they're working on that because there are so many people in the world who have mobility issues that absolutely deserve to be a part of the burning community and just simply can't right now because they literally can't bike a mile at a time. So, like we were talking about fucking gifts and stuff. Thank you, Dr. Claw, for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. My name's Katie, and I'm talking about Burning Man. How are you? There are camps out there who their gift is now mobility. It's fucking crazy. It's so cool. That was one of the blessings of Mudburn, was that we were stuck in the Jeep or stuck in the tent. So we were listening to the Burning Man radio a lot. And they were interviewing people from all different camps. I got exposed to so many different things just listening to the radio station, which was really cool. But listening to the mobility side, there are camps who are actually, at this point, they did it last year. They come in with semi-trucks of golf carts. And the golf carts are their gift. Like, you don't get to keep it, obviously, but you come by. You literally just have to come by in the morning and be like, do you have a golf cart? I would like that for the day. And there you go. Obviously, you have to follow the rules. You can't go faster than 5 miles an hour. End of story. You cause any dust and you're arrested and you're being thrown off the playa because it's super dangerous. But other than that, it's amazing. Like, there's a cat bus. They're called mutant stations. They have bus stops now all over the playa. Genuinely, actually, they look like a little bus stop, and it's called like the mutant station. And they have a cat bus that drives you all over the playa now. Like, they're working on mobility heavily. It's difficult, though, because like I said, anything out there with a motor cannot go over 3 miles an hour, period, because you'll kick up dust. And the moment any dust kicks up, it like causes kind of an exponential reaction. And now we've got a dust storm and everybody has to go home and wait for it to go over with because it's horrible. It's so thin. It's like breathing baby powder. So there's really strict rules behind vehicles on the playa, but they're working on that because the mobility is pretty crazy right now. Like, I told you guys last year, in one day, we biked like over 20 miles. It's crazy how much you can just keep going out there and not even realize you're doing it. It's fucking wild. Yes, please follow my friend Dr. Claw. If you don't know Dr. Claw, I don't even know what the fuck to do with you anymore. I hope you have a good lunch. Have a beautiful lunch, honey bean. Mobility issues cut you out of everything, I swear. Trying to find a wheelchair van to take me to another city, like 45 minutes to an hour drive, is so hard. It's disgusting. I think it's shameful. Like, in this day and age, there shouldn't be an issue with for mobility. It's fucking shameful. There's so many people that have mobility issues across the fucking board that would be the most fun burners ever, but they genuinely, like, God forbid you can't bike a mile. Who can? I'm a freak. Of course I can. Like, that's a lot. It's genuinely a lot. Like, you guys know I've hurt myself every year at Burning Man. You're rough out there, man. It is rough. Based on the description, I have a lot more therapy work to do before I go to Burning Man because the PTSD from all that fun stuff would send me spiraling. It is a sensory overload. And you know what's crazy, Socrates? I've actually talked to my therapist about this. I think part of the reason I will keep going and I kind of like going is throughout the year before Burning Man, I start to become myself again, i.e., jumpy, nervous, anxious, very doomsday in my head. Everything's ending. Why do I exist? I should just die, etc. And there's something about going to Burning Man, that complete sensory overload that is 24/7, and I don't exaggerate, it's not a flex, 24/7. Pounding into your skull. 24/7. People are walking around your tent. They're walking up and down the streets. They're laughing. They're having a great time. Everybody burns different, so there's never a time where it's just quiet. Never. It, like, resets my head for the year. and gets me to fucking my inner self to shut the fuck up. You literally, it's impossible to even try, let alone expect to be able to control everything in your immediate surroundings all the time the rest of your life. And I feel like the year of without Burning Man, I start to become that person again, and then Burning Man fucking crushes it in the dirt. Like, stop trying to control that which you cannot. You must just live. And by the end of the week, I'm like, I can sleep through fucking anything. Let's scream in my ear. Let's, you know, it's kind of a weird like wipe of my head for the year. But the first couple nights, it's a reset. It is. I'm not saying that's for everybody by any means. Like for some people, it could be absolutely detrimental. For me, it's great. But it's kind of like, it's like exposure therapy a little bit. Because the first couple nights are fucking horrible. You're freezing cold at nighttime because it's the desert. You're fucking freezing cold. During the daytime, you are roasting beyond reason. Like, it's real weird. During the daytime, you basically walk around naked. At nighttime, you're wearing fur coats and go-go boots. It's real weird because it's the desert. It's just a bizarre atmosphere. And like I said, 24/7. From every fucking corner of the playa, you're going to hear this crazy bass going on. And that, like, freezing to death at nighttime and then being super hot. After 3 days, my body is just like... Versus this comfy, perfect atmosphere that I curate for myself all day. Kind of makes me a delicate spirit. And I don't want to be that delicate. But it's not an easy reset, I guess, is what I'm saying. It's not for everybody, and I wouldn't do it without talking to your therapist or something if you're into that kind of thing. Because, like, I didn't talk to my therapist. Like, my therapist had no concept of what Burning Man was at all until I came back, and she was like, holy shit. And I was like, yeah, holy shit. Wow. But it's not only a personal reset. It really does reestablish, like, my faith in humanity. Like, it reminds me that humans everywhere are seeking some sort of connection. That's all we want to do. We desperately, I mean, as much as we all chant, we hate people, we hate the public, et cetera, like, we all just desperately want to connect with another human. And at Burning Man, it's like something about that gossamer of that's not polite society is just wiped. So at any point in time, someone could just shout out and want to talk to you or have a conversation or feed you something. Or like last year, we were really close to this Russian camp called Niet PR. And they did like a Russian fucking podcast 24/7 on a stage. So 24/7 within 20 feet of my Jeep where I was sleeping. It was Russian, really loud. And at any time I had to go to the porta potties to fucking piss, they'd, hey, Goldbutt, what are you doing? How are you playing? You're just talking about... You just, at a certain point, you just get over it. I don't know. And it becomes something, I become a little bit of a delicate flower. I do, because it's so cushy. Indoor life is very cushy. We just have ice and water and food and showers and deodorant. We just have all these things like within arm's reach all the time. It's very cushy and it makes me a little bit of a delicate spirit. Are we going to battle? Is it break time? Because I kind of have to pee. You look so skinny. Thank you. Thank you. Weasel. You're my little weasel noodle. You look like a little weasel. Look at your skinny self. Yes. Thank you. You're my best boy. I just don't want you to lick in my mouth. It's weird when you do that. I know. Look how Nikki, my boy, is. He's so skinny. Oh, that was adorable, but... You're still a horse. You look more greyhound now. But you're still cute as fuck. You're always cute as fuck, my boy. Have a good day, Lord Hybrid. Thank you for spending your morning with us, love. They love it. They are unfazed. I really thought the cold and the snow would bug them after getting them groomed. Unfazed. They fucking love it. They've just been jumping in it and rolling in it and eating it. Look at that handsome boy. You're so pretty, bud. You are. He's almost 5. What happened to the time? What happened to all the years together? I don't know. They were the best. I know. I don't know what it is. He's almost more hard to see now. Because when his hair was long, he like opens his eyes wider so you can see the whites of his eyes. But now that thank you for licking me there. I appreciate you. Now that he doesn't have that hair, he sits relaxed and his black eyes and his black everything else, he just blends into the darkness. I genuinely last night was laying in bed looking at his bed and I was like, is he in it? And I had to get real close and then he moved and I was like, oh fuck, yeah. He's a mystery child. He's just this little skinny weasel now and he blends into the dark. You are the darkness. Unlike your weasel sister. Hi, Bill. You want to come say hi? Hello, my skinny weasel. One moment, you unplugged me, Miss Ma'am. If they get cold, they'll come snuggle with you and give you, oh yeah, 100%. Oh my God, the day before they got groomed, that's exactly what they did. They went outside, rolled in the snow, and then when I called them to come inside, they bolted between my legs. I don't know why. I'm just standing in the doorway, complete pathway next to me. No, straight between the legs, all that snow just wiped off on my inner thighs. All of it. It was like a pussy freeze. It was the worst. Abso-fucking-lutely not. Do you need to go outside? That skinny butt. You're so fucking skinny. You're so skinny. What? Oh, really? Yeah. Tell us about it. What is it? Oh? Definitely built for agility, not power. Yeah. You're my skinny mini. You look so funny. They look so hilarious. I know. It's always Lilith's turn. Always. They are. She genuinely looks like. Look at her. Bill, what happened to all your fluff, Miss Ma'am? What happened? You're half gone. You're so skinny. You're still perfect. Don't mind me. Here. You can come hang out. I know. That's that flap. Whenever they shake their head, it scares the fuck out of me because it sounds like someone clapping behind me. It's their ears slapping their naked face. They're slightly less haunting when they're not shadowed. It's still people eyes, though. You still have creepy people eyes, Miss Ma'am. I know. Did one of you fart at me? Are you farting? You smell so bad. Okay, break time. Katie's gonna vomit. Wow. I'll be right back. I hope you're doing well, Honeybean. Bill making herself fucking known. And she turned my heater off. Sweaty slut. Welcome back, Burr. It is cold. You look like a weasel. But it's fine. We love you and your weaselness. Good morning, Sen. How are you? The farts of angels, dude. Very demure, very ladylike. It is truly incredible what comes out of that dog. Like, actually, I've told you this before, but her and Trick have the exact same diet, and yet, amen. Hydrate. Speaking of Burning Man, I actually got some things for Love Burn recently. I got, I've never been to Love Burn again, so this is my first time, but like, at Burning Man, one of the most important things is to light yourself up some way because you'll get run over. You know how I was talking about how there's cars and shit out there and there's rules on how to drive on the playa? There are enormous art cars. Huge. I mean, people take semi-trucks and turn them into some of the most epic things I've ever seen in my life. And at nighttime, they can't see you and they will fucking roll you over. Like, people have genuinely been run over on the playa before. It's horrible. And so I found light up scrunchies. Which I'm real excited about. They have like beads in them and you just click a button and then wrap them up in your hair and they're LED. It's perfect. Love that. I know. I'm so excited. Like, I don't think I have to, because there's no cars that love burn it. As far as I know, there's not like cars driving around constantly. Like big art cars are gonna run you over, but it's still good to light yourself up because you're out all night long, and it's just a way for your friends to find you. Like Zach and I genuinely take that like L wire and we make designs on our backpack. So I always do a pentagram so he knows who's me in the crowd. Light up butt plugs that change color based on how hard you clinch. How would you see them? Maybe like with something hanging out that lights up too. That sounded gross to say. I'm sorry. I know. I thought there's so many people lit up weird out there. That's why our bikes, like I'm sure I've shown you guys a picture of Zach and I's bikes for Burning Man, but they're fucking ridiculous. We both have dismembered unicorn heads fastened to the front of our bikes. And then we both have like these daisies on our bikes and they're all L wired up and they light up like crazy. But it's genuinely because, I mean, I think I've shown you the piles of bikes at Burning Man. Like when there's an event out on the playa, everybody gets their bikes out there as soon as possible and parks them. And there are thousands of bikes at a time. I can't imagine how some people find their bikes. And so Zach and I's are almost impossible to lose because they have fucking dismembered unicorn heads on the front. And we just look for the unicorn heads and there they are. It's the only way you can find them out there, though. I don't know how people just must lose their bikes. I have no idea. Exactly. The flared base kind of hangs out. But, like, if you have any cheeks whatsoever and you're standing up straight, walking around on the beach, like, I just don't know what people would see other than, like, a faint glow under your cheeks because your butthole doesn't stick straight out your back. It kind of is down. So I'm thinking, like, if you got a tail hanging out of it or something, and you could, like, look at people and be like, watch this. Clench, and it would light up. Clench, light up. Like, guess what I'm doing? Kegels, bitch. That would be fucking great. Creator of method of creating an LED luminous bowel prolapse. We just wanted a little something hanging out. Like a fiber optic tail. Yeah, that'd be fucking cool. More, oh my god, Hatari, that would be so fucking great. I'd watch the shit out of that. Are you kidding? My bowl is still plugged and I'm so baffled because it's not. Why? Why are you clogged? That, and when people ride past me on my bike, they love to. I mean, I swear to God, every person. Wow, you're very corny. I am. Okay, why are you plugged? You're not going to be plugged. You're just going to hit nice this time. That's what we're going to do together. Sorry, I knocked my desk. Oh my god. Oh my god. I had it. I think my mom still has it. I have an ET doll somewhere. Y'all remember that weird, creepy, as fuck ET finger toy where the tip of the finger would light up and it high key looks like a sex toy? Imagine that. Wait, that was actually a toy, like just the hand? Or was it just a finger? That's for sex. Imagine that, but combine it with a butt clenching butt plug light concept. It's just a really long ET finger butt plug where the tip lights up and increases in intensity the harder you clench. Is ET hanging out your ass? Because that makes it so much better. If it's just like... And when people ask, just, ouch. He's trying to escape. I need you to do that. Socrates, if that's what I die doing, I'll be a very happy person. The idea of just ET hanging out your ass. Or wait, hold on. So E.T. was like this tall, wasn't he? What if you just rigged up like a Roomba? Or you, I can't. You put E.T. like on a skateboard and it's finger up your ass. And so when you're walking along, it's just like E.T. behind you. A little he'd follow you with his finger up your ass. I can't breathe. And when you clench, he glows. Ouch. I'm crying. I need to see that so bad. We've officially created something I've never seen at Burning Man, and I need to, I think. Oh my god. I mean, something out of your body has to glow, right? Unless, okay. So, like, I know we've all seen it, but you know how some people, when they get done in the butt, like, you see this, like, happening? So, what if there was, like, you saw the red glow? This would take a very specific person. We got any size queens in chat? Like a Care Bear, clench, and it's just. Whoa. Oh my god. I need to see it. I need it to be done. Oh my god. E.T. Bone Home. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. No, Sheepy, it's so much worse. It's so much worse. I don't know how to explain it. How do you feel about E.T.? Kind of mid, yeah. So we were theorizing a Burning Man. You know, I've talked about it. Burning Man is crazy. Everything's there. But one thing I've never seen is someone walking across the playa with E.T.'s glowing red finger stuck in their ass and E.T. behind them on a skateboard getting pulled. And every time they clench, the finger glows red and the E.T. goes, ouch. I haven't seen that, and I think I need to see that. Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, I don't know. Do they have, I genuinely don't know what the purpose of an LED dildo would be. Because, like, what's the point? But if it's encased in silicone and shit like that, I wouldn't. But I'm sure that if we've made it, Genova, they made me cry. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't even know how we got here. I'll be right here. E.T. Bone Home. That's got to be at the orgy tent or something. Oh, yeah, we were something about a glowing butt plug. And I was like, well, if it's in your butt, like you technically. Oh, I started it with the glowing scrunchies. That's what happened. We started with, I'm going to a festival in Florida in 2 weeks and I'm super excited and I got some glowing scrunchies. And we ended at being fingered by E.T. I'm not mad at it. I mean, Socrates! Same. Butt plugs, glowies, clenchies, ETs. We went across the board with this one, yeah. We went butts real early today. RGB lighting makes everything better, especially in your asshole. Because every time we clench, we get this feeling, and every time we fart, I swear it phones. Because every time we clutch, we get this feeling, and every time we fart, I swear it phones home. That's too well. Oh my god. The obvious scrunchy to butt plug pipeline happens every time. What were we? Oh my god, last night in the movie chat. My dudes, what was the first movie we watched? Oh, it was terrible. We watched Tremors 3. It was so bad. And I swear to God, at some point, we all just gave up on the movie, and the chat just was off the shit. Because it was Tremors about the ass blasters, and we were all just like, we gave up, but the chat was fucked. I don't even remember what we were talking about. It was absolutely fucked. It was very similar to a daytime chat where it just got degraded and fucked super fucking fast. I have no idea how. And then we watched Sonic, the new Sonic movie. Fucking so good. Like, never in my life did I ever think I'd be able to come to you and be like, yeah, I watched a Sonic movie and enjoyed it. And I totally did. Oh, thank you. Buttholes, milking. Oh, yeah. And the kumis. Oh, I don't know why. We were talking about, I love to go back the trains of conversations and try to figure out. I think we were talking about, I don't know why. I was like, okay, out of all the milks, what would you not drink? And Glut was like, people milk. And that's it. And then we got to, did you know that there's a fermented bottled horse milk drink called kumis? And then we started, then of course, myself being from Washington State was like, I wonder if Mr. Hands kumissed. And everyone was like, Katie, no. And it just was terrible from that point on. Just. That's what Tremors 3 did. It went so dark last night. And then I know. No shit. So Mr. Hands is from Washington. That farm where people paid to fuck animals or get fucked by animals is from Washington, and no shit, it's from the town that my insurance company my entire life was named after. I had the insurance of Enumclaw, Washington. Enumclaw. Like, there is nothing else in the world Enumclaw is known for other than harboring this farm people paid to fuck animals at. It haunted me for quite some time. Viana really did try to stop us multiple times. Everyone drinks people milk in their life at least once. I just had a fucked up thought. How come milk and cum are both white? Is that an on purpose? No. I was 2 seconds. Viana, I'm not kidding. I heard you in my head, young lady. I was like, fucking run! Mom's here! I was 2 seconds away from turning this whole Discord around and grounding a lot of you. We need that one. The one where it's like, I told you to shut up, the swing. Where you don't care who you hit as long as they're frayed. It's to confuse the predators. Everyone needs to be milked once in a while. Exactly. It's the swinging wildly, not caring which face you contact with. Whichever one does will scare the rest. That. Shut up! hand, oh God. The flexibility of a mom arm is insane. I'm not saying any of this is right. We have to laugh about it these days, but I was never hit as a kid. I got my hair pulled. That was my, like, that was the thing. So it was like, are you listening to me, young lady? Are you? And I swear to God, my mom could do this in a flat second. She'd get a finger in there and go, whip, whip, whip. Are you listening? And I'd be like, yes! And now I have like this fucking rock skull and I don't feel anything anymore. It's crazy. But wow. It was so fast, my smart ass self couldn't dodge it. It was crazy. Milk is white because of the presence of fat globules and protein. I assume so. Like, a lot of things that come out of us are white. Like Santorum, for instance. My mother broke so many wooden spoons on my ass and my dad stopped letting her buy new ones. Seriously, because that's horrible and fucking hilarious. You know what I mean. About as horrible and fucking hilarious as whip, whip, whip. Are you listening to me? Ah! Yeah, about that funny. But funny, and I mean, what else do we do but laugh? At like, you know how many wooden spoons this ass has broken? You think a quarter snapping ass is impressive? Bitch. What is mama karate? When you stopped unexpected? What is that? No, well, maybe explain. What we became very, you're welcome, Theory. We became very, like, passive-aggressive children. So if we were being little shits and my mom finally cracked and, you know, whip hair, whip face, whatever, any of that, like, we would just, it's so fucking I don't even know where it came from. We would all, in unison, sit up straight and go, I apologize, mother. Dear parental units, do I have permission to get a beverage? And we would turn into these fucking robots, and it would drive them even more insane. We deserve to be hit a little bit. Not really. I don't think we should hit kids, but like maybe. Because what little monsters. We would just and it was unspoken. It's not like we planned this. I just remember my sisters and I would just go from like goofing and giggling and smacking each other to just, yes, mother, I do apologize. May I have your forgiveness? And it would drive them even more crazy. They're like, don't fucking do that. What is that? And then that's be us. Thank you for this delicious meal. May I please have more, parental unit? It was fucking horrible. We were just nightmares. Nightmare children. A hairbrush. That sounds fun. That sounds fun. My dad wouldn't hit us, but he would snatch us up by the ear real quick. Yeah, that's the hair. It's so fast. When my mom got angry, she snapped my plastic toy gun, like with her hands, like looking at you. Like, ah! That? Because what the fuck? Passive-aggressive, super passive-aggressive resistance. Just like the pettiest shit possible. It was horrible. Horrible. I remember doing it. It was just weird. My dad never had to hit either me or my brother. Dude is a 6'3", 260-pound Viking. All he had to do was loom and scowl. My mom's shorter than all of us. Bless her soul. She still didn't hit us, though, which I'm grateful for. It's when you're driving down the street and you stop unexpectedly, but she puts out the arm of steel. No. Did she do that because you were being a little shit? Like she fucking clotheslined you? Armbarred ya? I'm a lot bigger than my mom and always have been, so I don't think physicality really ever came in there other than the hair thing. Jesus. I mean, I'm sure it is a thing, just not mine. Everybody has their own flavor of fun from childhood. What up, Contreezy? How are you? Follow age. I bet it's around 9 years, because I just hit my 10-year anniversary, motherfucker. Crazy. I've been here for too long. Is that what it is? Malicious compliance? We would just turn into robots, and I don't know how I would parent me as a parent. Like, if I was my child, I don't know what I would do with me. I was a fucking little shit. Good afternoon, Jedediah. How are you, love? Thank you for those biddies. I know that it's just, you know what I thought about after those stupid shenanigans from yesterday? What kills me, and it's so confusing, is that like the number one thing that people like to type or put anywhere to be offensive and set off alarm bells and make people get crazy is racist words. And I'm so fucking white. Are they trying to commiserate? Like, what's happening there? Genuinely, what the fuck is happening there? I know. And it's just fucking like, what is I'm like a ghost. What are you doing? When you slam on your brakes in your car, you throw an arm out to catch whatever's in the passenger seat. Not abusive. That's happened 100%. My dad's done that because we had to stop for a deer. But it wasn't like a to shut me up or anything like that. It was literally to catch us so we didn't slam into the dashboard of the truck. Because there was not. I don't even know if there was airbags. I have no idea. No clue. My dad hit me once. I'm sure I absolutely deserved it, and it shocked him, and he was like, well, that's never happening again. Hey, we love a learner. We love a learner. Ants, we were all little shits. My mom smacked me with rando objects, belts, hairbrush, spoons. I got really good at dodging dishes, too. It was wild. We just learned to avoid them by being out of the house. Your mom sounds like my brothers, and I'm sorry you had to go through that. My parents smacked me down then when appropriate. I support it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if I could hit a kid, but there were instances where I think I needed to be hit in the face. I was a little shit. Like, genuinely a little fucking shit. I was stubborn and independent-minded kid. I don't know how my parents did it. Now I have a dog that's exactly the same karma. I have no idea what you mean. I'm not going to say it to her, but I just am saying it spiritually. I'm sorry I made my dog a bitch. I love her so much, but she's kind of a sweetheart cunt. I actually stayed in my linguistics education because my interest in radicalization and use of language in its process. Language is fascinating. It truly is. My parents would never physically punish me. All my mom had to do was give me a look, and I was like, nope. Isn't that crazy? Still to this day, I think my mom could give me a specific look that would make me shit my pants. My parents use the fact that they haven't intentionally hit me as a thing they held over my head to say I don't have a right to say they were bad parents. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I made my dog such an independent boy. I think I got my bipolar in my two dogs. Like, I got my carefree serotonin boy, and then I got my anxious, likes three people in the whole world weasel, whom I love to the end of the earth. Don't get me wrong, but, like, she's kind of a bitch. I slapped my youngest across the face when he was 13. Little bastard spit on my living room floor. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, sometimes if someone spit on my floor, I'd hit them in the face. Like, if you come into my house and spit on my floor, I'd be like, bitch, what are you doing? Bitch, what the fuck are you doing? What in the fuck are you doing? Like, more of like a just wake the fuck up moment. Like, what is happening here? People are animals. Animals learn through reinforcement. The more solid the reinforcement, the more effective. I understand people being against physical discipline, but I think if you want your kids to grow up right, it's something you should be utilized with restraint. I think it's like, I don't know anyone that's like 100% like we should not punish. I don't know anyone like that. Not saying they don't exist. I think it's people more afraid of like that line of like smacking your kid, like a smack on the ass because your kid's being a smart ass versus beating your child. Some people assume the smack on the ass is the same as beating a kid, and it's not. Like, there's abuse, and then there's, wow, stop it. I'm pretty sure I got a lot of smacks on the ass. If we're counting that as getting hit, then sure, I was hit. But, like, that, to me, is not being hit. Smacks of just, like, don't be a smart ass, that's not it. Having spoons broken over your ass. Now that's it. That's different. Yeah, bleach. That's fucking what? Spitting on the floor? I grew up around a physical, mentally abusive stepdad to both of us, so I rebelled so fucking hard as a kid, man. I have a hard time believing any kid doesn't rebel. I don't know. Like, I don't remember rebelling on purpose, but I was definitely a little shit. Exactly, hurts. We're all doing great. I am fine. Nuance, exactly. It's all about nuance, very much so. Yes. Like, a smack is fine. You use anything other than your hand. No, wooden spoon, belt, etc. That's abuse. I agree. Like, I don't like Viata having lots of spoons broken over her ass did not go on to break spoons on her children. Like, I don't think a lot of us would agree with breaking utensils over our children. But again, like, our parents learned from their parents, and like, not excusing any of it. Again, I know that goes without saying, but just to clarify, not excusing it. But like, my Nana was raised by Irish Catholic nuns in an orphanage. My mom was raised by my Nana. Like, I'm really lucky to end up as okay as I am, because that trickle down could have ended up so much fucking worse. I have no, like, my Nana, like, to her dying day, there were some stories from her childhood in the orphanage she could never tell me. Ever. She genuinely couldn't relive them to tell me these stories. They were so fucking horrific. The nuns were absolutely abusive. Crazy. 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 We all try to be better, right? We just try to grow as a species and try to be a little bit better. They learn to avoid you and hide negative behaviors. Exactly. I probably deserved about 10% of the violence I received. Very much so. That's there's a really good quote my therapist told me a while ago. Oh, I'm gonna fuck it up, but it was something along the lines of children only begin to lie when they start getting in trouble for telling the truth. And you apply it exactly to that. You said it very eloquently. Like, the only thing that does is make kids hide behavior and get really, really secretive. Other than the slap, I never hit or screamed at them. I did what the fuck them a lot. You have to. Children are stupid. We must be what the fucked. Yeah, that's it. Don't fuck with Irish women. My Nana's sister threw a frying pan at one of her kids for being a little shit. I have no clue what my Nana did to my mom. I should ask sometime. Because they are fucking crazy. My 4'10" German grandmother would break wooden spoons on my ass. That is, to me, and I'm not like, no judgment on your grandmothers or parents or whatever, wild. I wonder if what did that feel like? Is this a weird topic? Like, I don't want to dig in anybody's past. It's like dark or whatever, but like I can't physically harm my animals. I can't physically touch them in a negative way. Literally, like, I want to often, but I never have. I can't, like, what goes through someone's mind if they're like beating their child's ass with a spoon and the spoon breaks and their child is like screaming and crying? I just, like, what the fuck is going on there? Right? Like, there's got to be something more going on than just the child misbehaved. I feel like the child has become a punching bag for something deep-seated, something else going on. Because that is, I don't know, maybe just because I'm not a physically violent person, I don't get, like, pleasure out of it. I don't know. My stepson responds much more to losing his phone than he does catching a hand for being a shit. Oh, I believe that. Those are addicting. I was a subject of the violence, sadly, in our school system where teachers thought they had the right to hit us. I know so many people that were a part of that too, and I'm so sorry that happened. I don't believe in that no matter what. Anyone other than a parent shouldn't be touching a kid, other than like a doctor with a parent there. I've never been abused by my mom, but oh boy, did her boyfriend totally do unnecessary punishments just for me not liking him. What a cool guy. What a cool guy. One time in kindergarten, I got beat with the sharp end of a wooden ruler for being left-handed. That's ghoul. My brain broke at that one. She switched to wooden spoons, metal fly swatters, willow switches. This makes my asshole clench. And paint stirrers because when she spanked me with her bare hand, she would burst blood vessels and hurt herself too. Some fucked up shit. Like, goddamn. Oh, 100% clutch. We talk about that a lot. I call them my inside thoughts versus outside thoughts. We've had to talk about that a lot with recent events in the world. We all have inside thoughts, and nobody can claim you don't. We all have inside thoughts, and a lot of them are very dark. What makes us different is that we realize those are inside thoughts, and we just let those die. They just get to die on the inside. We don't go out threatening people with violence or death or whatever the fuck. We just, you keep your inside thoughts. Like you can't keep your brain from the intrusive thoughts, but you can keep your mouth from spewing shit. Or your fingers nowadays. Keyboard warriors are one of my favorites. So she grabbed weapons. Would you agree that that's abuse? Like, if someone told me about that, I'd be like, I think that's abuse. Mr. Fox, I've heard about people that have this phenomena, and I believe it, but, like, I hate it. I'm infinitesimally jealous. Like, is that why successful people are successful? They have no internal dialogue? Because I swear to God, every day I wake up, and it feels like I'm walking into a conversation that's already, like, started, and I'm just expected to pick up where it's at. And I go to bed listening to it at the same time. Like, it just never fucking stops. Penis, happy birthday! Belated, motherfucker. Happy birthday, happy birthday. That was your day to have a lot of fun. We were waiting for the celebrating. That was your day. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, motherfucker. We've been waiting for you. Oh, that was fucking abuse. Okay, because I would say so. Like, that feels so sad. The most effective punishment for me was just my mom being disappointed. I don't know if that's psychological abuse, but that's what worked, 100%. My therapist said something to me recently that was a little fucked up. People pleasers are created from parent pleasers. Like, we metamorphosize into people pleasers, but we begin as parent pleasers. Like, we are trained as youths to make happy. It's a little, like, again, we're not pointing fingers. Like, everything's fucked and everything's on fire and no one's perfect, but, like, damn. Damn! Hit me real deep, Shrek. I went to an all-girls Catholic school. Hold on, my shit just jumped. Oh, God. And my only memory of first grade was when the nuns chopped off the tips of pencils with a paper cutter, and as an example of what would happen to our fingers if we misbehaved. Also, rulers on... Did anyone ever get their fingertips chopped off? Whoa. Lots of people have... Everybody has terrible internal thoughts. There's just some of us who choose not to put them on Twitter. Unfortunately, that's the only difference. Like, we realize those are internal thoughts and we just keep that shit on the inside. Yep, there may have been a few tattles on you, penis. It's okay. It's all right. I like when people tattle, and then I can stalk and figure it out and inundate you with happy birthdays. With borax? Oh, that's so fucked. My mom has some pretty fucked up nun story. I don't know anyone that has a positive nun story, to be honest. It just seems like every nun is a miserable chode of a human. Every single one I've ever heard of. Like, not one of my aunts, my mom, my nana ever had a positive story of like, oh, Sister Mary something something was so kind. It was just like, no, Sister Mary something something like to flick my nipples in the hall. And like, no, that's a real one. Like, just the fucking weirdest, like, sexual assault / just mental abuse bullshit. Borax is like real. Isn't that what people use to kill bugs? That shit's like poisonous. That's fucking crazy, David. So I was like a snake and was tightening my bicep to squeeze. My mom was punching me on the face till eventually I let go and they called the police on me and I was escorted through my bedroom by the police and was told I wasn't allowed to leave. What the fuck? Borax is used in bird taxidermy. What? I thought people used it like to kill ants or something. I know it's soap, but like people also use it to do other things. They were sexually frustrated since they joined and became a nun. Of course, they'd be miserable and take it out on children. That's fun. My wife went to a Catholic school for a short period and the nuns were assholes, but the monks were generally nice. The fuck? It's used in metalsmithing too? The fuck? Interesting. I had no idea. And for killing bugs. Okay. I want to ask how it's used in all these ways, but that's a lot. I'm just interested now. I had no idea. I was about to say the nuns I had teachers were fine until I remembered my absolute worst year as a kid, 4th grade. My teacher was a nun and she made my life hell. So yeah, you're right. That's like every story my mom's ever told me is just these terrible nuns that were mean and hateful. And like, as soon as you went through puberty and started becoming a woman, that's when they became abusive. Like it became like bullying, mental and physical, just absolute abuse. Cause you went from sin to sinner. Like, women are imperfect and disgusting, and that's it. You should. I feel like borax is everything, and we should all invest in borax. What up, Donna? How are you, love? Oh, borax removes impurities and scale, so it's easier to forge, weld, steel. Wow, those are a lot of words I don't understand, but I'm going to believe you. Soap? Who knew? Yeah. I hope you're doing well, Donna. I love this song. On that note, because we were talking about Jackbox and the Jackbox shenanigans from yesterday, I installed a game that I think is one that is definitely chat participatory, but I think it'll be fun. Has anybody played or gotten to watch Cult of the Lamb played? I think my internet just burped. Don't do this to me. Not today, motherfucker. There we go. Hello, little sister. How are you? Are you going to try and get Nine Inch Nails tickets today? I don't know. They toured here a couple years ago, like 2 reasons. They toured here a couple years ago and their tickets were like $450 a piece for like nosebleeds. And I'm just not that wealthy and don't want to spend $450 on tickets for like 2 hours. It's crazy. What was they're putting out a new album I haven't even heard yet. What if I don't like it? They're like touring a new album that's not out. Yeah, do you remember the ones, was it last year or the year before, something like that? And they were just so fucking expensive. I've heard of King Castle. I feel like that's the one Zach plays. I'm gonna write it down because people have mentioned that a couple times. We've been playing a lot of Jackbox games and shit, which have been fun, just trying to dissociate from the world a little bit. But yesterday, we got some infiltrators who decided to add racism to the game, and so I've been desperately trying to find games that don't involve typing your own answers. Because I know I can make a mod in there that has to, like, review all the answers every single time, but I just don't want to put that on anybody. That feels shitty. And Cult of the Lamb looks cute as fuck, and, like, I guess you guys eat shit? I don't know. I hope they come swiftly, Donna. Penises crossed. I played Cult of the Lamb, like, when, I want to say it was in pre-release, and there was no audience integration or Twitch integration at all. I played, like way, way, way at the beginning. There was literally no integration whatsoever. And then I think I beat it. Like, I beat the bosses or whatever, and then they did Twitch integration and they changed the game up. And I haven't played it since then. Oh, Hatari, it was the worst things you can possibly think to type. And, like, we've been doing this for days and trusting people, and it was so much fun. Until, of course, it was actually 2 different people that came in and just decided to type some of the worst things you can possibly type and put anywhere on my screen. And so now I'm going to be paranoid of that. But on top of installing, like, Cult of the Lamb's backup, because I think it's basically like Twitch integration in that your guys' names are over my little minion people. But other than that, I don't think you guys do anything that I'm aware of. I don't know. Explain to me if there's more there. I also went and bought another Jackbox party pack, one that has moderation and has other games in it, for $30. 'Cause, like, fuck it. I'm paranoid. I just don't want anyone to have to be exposed to any of that language ever. Any of that is just garbage. People that use that language are garbage. I'm not here to hug you like your mom forgot to. You know what I'm saying? Have I played Dragon Age? The new one? No. The first two are two of my favorite games I've ever played ever, Sarah. I think it was the third one that was Inquisition. Really lame. Like, super fucking lame. So much so that I didn't beat it. And so I've just been very turned off of the franchise, and I'll probably pick it up eventually, like, when it's on super sale. But the third one was so fucking boring. It was so lame. Which one? The new one? Oh yeah, they're great. Like, you can romance every single character in your party, and in the first game, I think it's in the first or the second, there's a character named Leliana, and she's like a gorgeous ginger redhead that's like leaving the seminary and can become your lesbian lover. It's fantastic. It's a really, really good series, but the third one was so fucking boring. I just like stopped playing, which sucks. I mean, you can have sex in the game. This is what happens. So essentially, like, you spend hours like romancing a character, i.e. having very specific conversations with them, and then a conversation option will pop up suddenly that's like, go in the tent or something, and that's what happens. All of a sudden your screen goes black and you'll hear like, oh, like The Sims, like making whoopee. Literally, it's like having sex with the prostitutes in GTA, exactly. Yeah. Nothing visual, a little lamer than we wish, but, you know, it's there. Is it sort of the same-ish as 3, or, like, as the first two? Because I felt like 3, from what I remember, Inquisition, if that's the third one, Inquisition is the one I'm talking about, it was so much fucking fetch questing, which I fucking hate. That was a huge reason why I stopped playing MMOs, was fetch questing. Like, you have to go talk to this person, and this person says you have to go collect 10 daisies, and then you deliver those 10 daisies, and they tell you about their neighbor who needs help, and then you have to go kill 5 boar and collect the hides, and fuck off. Like, I just have no interest in any of that at all. I hate fetch quest shit. What is that? Hurts! Thank you for the 30, you generous fuck. $30 tip, what the fuck? People are shit, here's a refund. Also, did you know wombats poop in cubes? I did, it's fascinating. Fucking fascinating. Did you know that the capybara has, like, a special bone plate on their ass so they can twerk their enemies to death? Fascinating. Animals are so cool. In the new one, they feel more narrative, and that's what I like. If there's a good story, like if I'm gonna go, like, I like the quests where they're like, my lover went off and they haven't returned, and you have to go through a cave of enemies, and then you find their deceased lover and you bring a ring back or whatever, and that, like, give me a story with it. Like, anything that drives my brain. But the fucking just collect 10 rocks, that shit, stop it. Stop it. I can't. It just kills me out of a game so fast. Oh, 100% V. V will be the mod in the game if we play, simply because she's gonna be the strictest. Like, I need that. I need someone's, like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts here. We don't fuck around with joking with anything. Like, if you think any joke that is homophobic, racist, bigoted, etc., transphobic, go ahead and say it so we can filter you the fuck out of our lives forever. Thank you so much. We just don't have room for it, don't have time. It's not funny once. It's never funny. Ever. Collecting rocks is great. I love, literally, like, Vissy and I, one of our favorite memories together is collecting rocks on the beach in Washington and just, like, looking at fun rocks. I still have the box. I mean, actually, Vissy has the box of rocks. I have the shells because we forgot to split them and we just took one of each because we're idiots. But I love rocks. I fuck rocks and shells. But you can ask Sarah, like, since day one, that's me. Like, on my hands and knees, looking for bugs, flipping rocks over, looking at under logs for starfish and shit. I don't know why, but since I was forever, that's just... Yeah, 9/11 jokes are fucking not jokes. Those are gross. Jokes about shooting people, not funny. Not jokes. And I've never had to worry about that with any of you before. Until yesterday! Fuck. Fuck. The fact that they twerk their enemies to death is hilarious and amazing. It's incredible. They literally have like a special bone plate over their ass so they can twerk. They like capybaras are known for twerking jaguars to death. Capybaras, what they do is if something's hunting them, they run into their burrow and then that something dives in after them. The capybara then slams their ass into the skull of whatever's chasing them up against the roof of their burrow as hard as possible repetitively until that thing retreats or is dead. You can look it up. It's crazy. They have special bone plating just to do this. It's wild. Fucking wild. That last song was by Gunship and was Tech Noir. The current song is Eat Your Young by Hosier. It is fucking metal, and they're so cute and they're so peaceful. Yes, I love pangolins. I feel like I became obsessed with them simply because they're like the #1 most poached animal in the world, and it's really sad, and they're like endangered because of that. But pangolins, though, and they're little. I think they're like the original Yoshis or something. They're just so fucking cute. I don't even know what to do. Genuinely don't know what to do watching them run. They're so fucking cute. I love animals so much. Ooh, waiting on a date of the Petrified Wood Hunt in Oregon. Hopefully hear something soon. Y'all can make it. Fuck yes. You're the hero. Wait. You're the hero of legend. Now get me 10 wolf fangs with a 20% drop rate. Fuck off. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't want to do that. I hate it so much. Remember, ladies, be the wombat. Don't hover, just crush the skull. When twerking? Shakespeare Festival, looking for awesome driftwood. Tomato? I'm here for both. I feel like I'm the amalgamation of you two. Like, I'm here to fucking speak in Shakespeareish and be super nerdy and buy a corset and drink mead, but also I'm gonna look for bugs under your driftwood. Not a euphemism for sex things, unless you have an itch, in which case I do have a medical license if you need help. But I am here for fucking both. Wait, it's about a real person? That's fucking weird. So, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't petrified wood like the official rock of Washington State or of Oregon or something? I learned that when I was young, and I remembered that recently. It's like a rock now. Good morning, Kozu. How are you, love? Mead tastes like stale pickle juice. You have not had the right mead. What? What kind of mead you drinking, honey? The mead I've drank, it's not my favorite drink in the world, don't get me wrong, but it's like honey. It's literally made out of honey and it tastes like honey. Stale pickle juice? I don't know. That mead might be off. How in the fuck is correct? Someone fucked you up. Someone did you wrong. It's the official gemstone of Washington. There we go. Yeah, petrified wood, which is wild. I feel like I learned that when I was really, really young. And then when we moved to Eastern Washington, lots of driftwood, we actually found some petrified wood. And I was like, oh shit, it's a rock. I get it. Hertz, I don't know. Was it recent? Can you get a poison toxicology test? Like, can you go piss somewhere? I need to know. I know, someone made you... Wait, First Phoenix, what the fuck is stale pickle juice? What does that mean? How does it... But yeah, someone gave you stale pickle juice and just told you it was mead, because mead isn't the best drink in the world, in my opinion, because it tends to be kind of thick. Because it's literally, like, made with honey, but it's like drinking honey. It's so fucking sweet. My favorite drink, and I don't know if they do this everywhere, but when I lived in Maryland, if you go to, like, the Maryland Ren Fair or local pubs and bars, they'll do something called a bee sting, I think is what it was called, where it's half cider and half mead. And the cider, get a really dry cider, and it really helps lighten up that super, super, super sweetness of the mead, because that mead is, like, it's on the brink of cough syrup thickness, and it's just so fucking sweet. Snake bites are the best. Snake bites are those you can only get in Maryland. I mean, everywhere claims they know how to make a snake bite. You will get something different. I have no idea why. There's just snake bite's a universal term. But if you're in Maryland and you ask for a snake bite, it's going to be Guinness and cider. Yeah. Is the Guinness on the top? It's been a while. But it's split. It looks like a black and white kind of. But it'll be a really dry cider and usually Guinness. And because the weights of the two fluids are different, they sit separated in the glass the whole time you're drinking them. That is the best. Oh my God, it's so fucking good. It's so good. Obviously, we have to get Darren out to fucking Maryland. Obviously. Motherfucker! Back to my home! Not really, but my homeland. Guinness and cider. I barely even know her. You don't like, I mean, it's pretty benign. I don't like beer and I like a snake bite. If that says anything, like I don't drink, I don't really drink. I have like an occasional social beer if I'm like out with friends or something. But other than that, I don't drink and I don't really like beer. Like Boundary Bay's Scotch Ale. Damn them for closing. I have to get Sarah to get me a fucking hoodie though. I do have to get Sarah to get me a hoodie before they go under because that was like an establishment of my college years, but Boundary Bay Scotch Ale is one of the very few beers in the whole fucking world that I just adore. Mac and Jack's is another. Mac and Jack's is fucking good. But other than that, don't really like beer, and it's good. It's like that cider just adds that fizzy yumminess to it that makes it tolerable and not like so heavy. Stale pickle juice, it's what the plants crave. Good morning. I know, same penis. I fucking love Guinness. I actually really enjoy it, but one glass is a meal. My sister and Darren are in chat right now and say hi. Hi. I think he said hi. Hi, Sarah and Darren. Hi, Sarah and Darren. Morning voices. They're the best. We actually, we took the dogs to the groomer yesterday, obviously, because they're like naked weasels right now. But the day before is the day I was supposed to take them. So I woke up really early on my day off and I was getting ready and everything. And they called to delay the appointment a day, which was fine. But I hadn't spoken or even drank any coffee yet. And I was literally sitting on the toilet taking a pee. And they called and I'm like, oh, fuck, the groomer. And I went to answer the phone and genuinely what came out was, and they were like, hi, this is the groomer. And I was like, morning. It's terrible. The dry air here is so bad. I smell dog and they're not here. What the fuck? I like Guinness, but it's a meal. It's literally like drinking a loaf of bread. 1 or 2, maybe 2 glasses of Guinness with no food, and I'm full for like 3 days. It's a loaf of bread. It's crazy. I'm getting something. Like whatever everyone else, like I know Sarah just got over it. You're getting over it. Whatever's going around, like all my friends have got this throat shit just hit me yesterday. And I'm so mad about it because I thought I was avoiding it. Fucking viruses. I celebrated New Year's at my sister's place, and one of the guests brought homebrewed alcohol, including a can of mead that was red and tasted a lot like candy. What kind of alcohol? Was it strong? I've had people's homemade beer before, and it's always like really bland. I don't know why. Like every time someone's like, yeah, this is my homebrew, it's so bland. I don't know if there's even alcohol. Like, good for brewing your own beer, but like, what's happening? Guinness beer battered fish is fantastic. You are correct. The flu? See, I just had to go out in public. Like, that's all I had to do. It's a nasty ass lager or a fucking IPA. Is that what they're called? IPA? India Pale Ale? Those are oh man, when we were in New York, we were, of course, hotel TV. And one of the ads that I saw so many fucking times was alcohol-free IPA. Like O'Doul's is now making an alcohol-free IPA. Who hates themselves on that fucking level? What's that? Like, Like, as far as I know, the only people that drink IPAs are because IPAs are genuinely like the highest alcohol content. So it gets you fucked up faster on less beers. So you can drink like 4 beers and be way more fucked up than drinking 4 Coronas or whatever. Like, it's just got a higher alcohol percentage. It's disgusting. IPAs are just like, it's like drinking perfume to me. Like, if I was to drink a bottle of perfume, that's what IPAs are. It's just like overwhelming. So much hops, flavor, and smell in your mouth, and it like leaves this horrible bitter aftertaste, like you ate the stem of something you shouldn't have eaten. But without the alcohol, it's hop water, yeah. Alcopop, that's what it is. Disgusting. I've never enjoyed an IPA in my life. They are fucking gross. Tastes like shit, right? Crimson, I was talking about literally like they have alcohol-free IPA now, and that just sounds so gross to me because IPA is fucking disgusting. Drinking oranges and pine needles. Yum! It's like potpourri. That's what it is. You just nailed it on the head. That's exactly what it tastes like to me. One drink of it, and it's just so much. But it's so much of that hops, it's like now flowery. Like a bouquet of flowers. Like walking past a Nordstrom during Christmas. You know, when you're just like, oh God, grandma's in my mouth. And it's just like all that perfume. That's IPAs. Why you would do that without the alcohol is fucking absurd to me. I understand alcohol-free beers. Like, I'm not against that. O'Doul's is great for people that just enjoy beer but don't want to be fucked up all the time. Like, you do you, boo-boo. But man, that one's disgusting. I've heard they're cousins, aren't they? Because, Scott, no shit, I mentioned this recently. What beer was it? Heineken? A friend of mine had a Heineken, and I was like, that smells like pot. That just smells like pot. And I think it was Sex. Sexcellent was like, did you know that cannabis and, like, cousin plants? I was like, oh, I didn't know that. That's kind of fascinating. This is a really good song. They got groomed, so they're just naked little weasels now. I know. I like imperial stouts, but I can't drink them because I just get full and that's it. It's like how mocktails are all the rage. Like, just drink some fucking water. Wait, mocktails? Wait, like drink talk? Before Trump decided to own TikTok, I got sent on a weird rabbit hole of TikTok/Instagram called Drink Talk. And I swear to you, Sarah, it was one of the most dystopian things I've ever experienced in my life. It was like someone would put in a cup like this, let's say, it'd be like a shot of coffee, vanilla creamer, and then they would have like 10 different syrup bottles, and they'd be like, pump, pump one, pump, pump 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like every single syrup bottle known to man, and then they'd shave something on top of it, and then they'd put ice in it, and it's all about like this ASMR part of drinking it, but it was so thick, it literally like coated the ice cubes. Is that what this is? Is that what this is? Mocktails have become a huge thing, but now there's like a social media thing where it's just like a camera pointed at these obsessively excessive drinks. I mean, I'm not kidding you. You know how you get like the Coffee Mate creamer in the big jug that is cock neck width? They like use that whole thing in like one drink. I don't encourage calorie counting or anything like that, but that amount of sugar cannot be good for anybody in one beverage. That's fucking wild. I've seen it so many times. This is very, very common. And then they're pumping like 20 different syrups into it. Either your teeth are going to fall out or you're going to become diabetic overnight. I don't know what's happening, but it's all about like how many ingredients can you put in this non-alcoholic beverage. It's fucking wild. These are mocktails that are made with alcohol. Wait, with no alcohol, gin, rum, etc. That is what I drink. I mean, technically, like anything without alcohol is a mocktail, right? Some people drink whiskey with a splash of water. Therefore, mocktail bitches. Lagavulin on the rocks. Virgin, please. Hello, Vissy, my love. Classic mocktails are Rob Roy's, Shirley Temple's. I love a Shirley Temple. That was my favorite drink as a kid, and I'm going to be honest, I ordered one in Montana because I don't drink. So when we go out to bars and stuff, I get a Shirley Temple, and the waitress always smiles at me. Every time I order one, I'm like, can I get a Shirley Temple? And they go, mm-hmm. Like, I'm the special at the table, but I'm okay with that. What's a dirty Shirley? Does it have booze in it? Because I don't like alcohol. Like, it's not that I'm avoiding alcohol. I just don't like the taste. I feel like it ruins drinks. I'd just rather have the cherry and the 7-Up. That tastes great. Alcohol just tastes like shit to me. No, because I don't like vodka. I don't want that. You'd ruin my Shirley Temple. I have my marijuana. I'm good. I have alcohol in my house. I don't know why, but it's here. I got asked for a mocktail mojito at work, so I gave them lime juice, seltzer, and simple syrup. You forgot the mint? Doesn't a mojito have mint? No shit, we were literally, Vissy, just reminiscing about hunting for rocks on the beaches. Like, not even kidding. We were just talking about you. A dirty Shirley is Princess Donut's drink of choice. I think it's just a Shirley with vodka. Yeah, I don't want the vodka. We drank infused vodka at my birthday. What was it infused with? We used to do, you probably remember this, back in college, making, like, Skittles vodka. It's disgusting. It was so gross. Like, Skittles vodka or, Jolly Rancher? I'm gonna be honest, I never made it. I just drank it. It's supposed to have mint, yeah. Gotta put the mint. Horseradish vodka. Actually, I might get down on that. I do. No shit. I don't know if they still exist. Sarah might know, but there was a restaurant in, I think it was Bellingham, but it might have been Fairhaven. It was like kind of in between the two, and it was called Bayou on the Bay. And every Sunday they had brunch, and they had a Bloody Mary bar. It was the shit. One of the few things in this world that'll get me to drink is a Bloody Mary. I do fucking love a Bloody Mary. But they would bring you over a glass full of ice with the rim already done, and it would have 2 shots of their house-made infused jalapeno vodka. And then you would get to go over to the bar of all the different pickled things and the different hot sauces and then the mix and all that, and you made your own Bloody Mary and then sat down and watched football for hours and just got a little fucking high. Yes. Do they still fucking do it? Oh, I'm so glad they still exist. That's one treasure still existing. Favorite color for my patch? Wait, it does black count? My favorite color is definitely probably black, if black counts. If not, I really like teal. Like dark blue-green teal. Or like Borderlands slag purple. Like ultraviolet purple. Definitely for my downstairs. Slag purple. Slag purple is like it's almost like this violent violet color a little bit. No, it's so weird the people you meet, but Clutch and I have come together via the internet via a joint friend that we both know that streams, and both of us are going to Loveburn in 2 weeks. And as you all know, part of the gifting culture is making things. I'm making bracelets. We love to give gifts. Us hippies. It's our favorite activity, to be honest. I could go get all of my necklaces and shit. I have like a ridiculous amount of all the necklaces and bracelets and everything people have given me at all the burns. Love burn, 2 weeks. It's in Florida. I think it's the last time my camp's ever going because it's in Florida, and we just genuinely, like, the Burning Man organization does not want to have anything to do with Florida. Like, that's how bad Florida is at this point. Like, politically speaking, they're trying to make transgender people illegal, etc. Like, so I don't know if Love Burn is going to be even burn associated anymore after this year. So I'm excited, but it's my first and maybe last time going to Love Burn, but it'll be fun. There's a dog hair on me somewhere. It's just so bad. I know I'm an old man yelling at clouds. Ing, you can do that. What else do we do? But if I import my resume, don't make me type it into fields. Oh my God. I could not fucking agree more. Don't have me import a resume and then have me completely retype it out into your fucking fields. What? Who? What? Is this just you showing the double work I'm going to be exposed to at this job? What's happening? I love a lot of people in Florida. I would like to save them before it's washed away, but other than that, I agree. You'll have so much. I'm excited, Rod, to see the videos of all 3 poodles playing in this area, because it's genuinely like the desk and everything is going to be moved. Zach's taking that, but all of this is just going to be open. All the poodle playtime. It's going to be fucking sick. They're going to have so much room. I think a ton of Burns are actually leaving the Burn umbrella as Burning Man holds the association, and they're trying to enforce so many rules that go against the culture, is what I'm hearing from Chaos. Really? Then good. I wonder why they're doing that. It's all the room for activities. It's so nice. Like, once that desk is gone and I'm able to truly, like, clean up this area, it's going to be really nice. What's funny is they have all this room. 1 weasel's there. 2nd weasel. All this room for activities. What do? Lay on mom's feet. This is my front room. Genuinely, like, the house is pretty small, so we have 3 bedrooms. 1 we keep as a spare bedroom, 1 is our bedroom, and then 1 is Zach's office at the other end of the house. And just so our audio doesn't overflow into each other's audio, I am at the polar other end of the house in the corner of, like, our front room. So hopefully the plan is to be able to have a couch out here and stuff, and, like, have a living room. But we're in the same room we've always been in. I haven't moved or anything. Literally at this point, with how, like, stir crazy I am and how much I've moved my desk, I think I've given you guys a full 360 of this room. So, like, this wall right here with the curtain, this is where the bookshelf was. This used to be just behind me. So we just turned, and now I'm up against a wall. And it just opens up the room a lot more for these guys. For the babies. My naked little weasels. You guys look so skinny when you're shaved down. Look at that skinny mini. Such a skinny girl. Oh, you're so fucking cute, though. You're a sweet girl. You're just picky, and that's okay. I try to go out once a year, Vissy, and you are always invited. My family adored you, so you can be my forever partner going back. I try to go at least once a year, if not more. But I try to go when the weather's nice. Like, when I first moved away from home, I would go back for the holidays. And, like, my family, we've never been, like, die-hard, like, holiday people. And so my mom and I talked about it, and I was like, it's really just a day. We can celebrate Christmas at any time together. Can I come out when the sun is out? Because this wet cold is just sad, and I hate it. So I try to go out, like, sometime in the spring, fall, or summer, at least when the sun is out a little bit. Because the cold nasty is disgusting. She's a very loving girl. She just, and I respect how picky she is. I'm not kidding when I say she has got about 5 people in the world she'll tolerate, and beyond that, she's good. Miss Ma'am, don't claw my face with your razor-sharp little nails. Oh, your friend got 9 Inch Nails tickets? Ask them how much they were. I'm genuinely curious. I feel like that's a sign that I'm old, that I'm not just like sitting there obsessing over looking for Nine Inch Nails tickets at this point, but they were just so expensive. I can't imagine spending over $300 on 2 hours of music, which is crazy. Am I just old now? Or is that like a lot of money? Because it just feels like a lot. She did love Darren. Darren's one of her 5. Her top 5, if you will. I think she literally has. She likes Zach. She likes Rod. She likes Darren. Teal and purple. Yeah, I love those colors. Yes, I mean, literally the colors of my channel. Oh, winter's almost over. But my background is normally like this kind of, I normally have like, it matches this like pentagram and this thing. It's green and purple. I did not do this on purpose, but after I like branded my channel out and made all my cool backgrounds and everything and paid a wonderful artist to help me out, my community informed me that the colors I chose are like the Disney villain colors. Green and purple, but eggplant, it's beautiful together. Eggplant looks great. That's a great color combo. They're literally complementary. They look awesome. Unfortunately, it's the colors of the bad guys. Look at my weasels. Are you being a weasel? Yeah. You get her. You get her, bud. Cover your beehole, sir. They're Maleficent colors. They are. I didn't do that on purpose. I just genuinely think they look pretty together. Dude, Kona, fuck yeah. And Anna are playing my town in June. Are you going to try to get tickets? You think that's old? I was swearing about the price of pumpkin seeds before I came on here. Oh, it's happening then, yeah. Cool. We're all just dying. See, Res tickets would probably be more affordable. Like, that's what's sad. I love Res. I'd go to that. Like, it's just crazy what some people in these huge arena shows cost. Like, for the price of what Nine Inch Nails tickets would have cost me last time, Vissy and I could go to a 3-day festival. With how many bands, Viss? Or a 2-day festival with, like, I want to say at least 14 bands. And that's crazy. It's kind of sad, because I love Nine Inch Nails. I've seen them live many times. But, man, the ticket price is just, I could buy so many good weeds with that. So many. WWE tickets are extortionate right now. That's what it feels like. That's how concert, like, arena shows feel right now. It's just, like, fucking extortionate. Like, it makes it so, like, the normal everyday people can't afford to go. Because that's wild. I do, too, now that you mention it's a crayon. I think I love every shade of purple. I don't think there's a shade of purple I don't like. The only color I hate is yellow, to be honest, but it makes me look yellow. This, thank you. There's a dog under me now. Why? I had to make a note, and you dodged under my desk. We made an agreement we weren't going to go under there anymore. Remember? We weren't going to go under there anymore. That's why Mom gave you the whole house. The whole house. I know. I love you too. You're the best. I love this song. Cyan and Magenta are one of my... Ma'am. Love. Stop it. Okay. You and your weird weasel ass. Are one of my main favorite color combos. I also love orange and white, and then white and purple with gold, and like single color would probably be purple. Yep. I totally get it. One of my favorite combos, just because you mentioned it, is like teal and like that coral pink together. It's almost like I feel like I see it in a lot of Mexican art. Inspiration it's like this teal and purple together that is, or it's not even purple, it's like teal and like a pink kind of. It's so pretty together though. Like so fucking complimentary. I know. My school colors were blue and gold. It's yellow makes me look yellow. It makes my skin look really yellow. So it's like the color itself I don't loathe. I just won't put it on my body because I have jaundicey skin. And when I put yellow on, it's like, wow, you really look like you have a liver issue, Katie. And I'm like, I don't though. But yellow makes me look like I have an issue. I was born very jaundicey. Navy and gold, yep. Those are really, because they're complementary, they're really common. I don't own yellow or orange clothing, yep. Like, if I own, like, an orange tank top that's an undershirt exclusively because it makes me look yellow. It's that olive tone is what they say. Whatever that means. Olive tone skin. You have, like, green undertones. It just makes you yellow as fuck. Sounds like the highlighter colors nobody wants. Exactly. Mint green blue? If I wore yellow, I'd look naked. No, you have a beautiful tan. You're not like piss yellow. Good lord. Maybe after a night of drinking. Jesus Christ. Katie, no. Thank you. Why my mouth? Thank you. My little weasel. Turn the page. I did end up subconsciously modeling my ASO guild after the same purple and green aesthetic because it's beautiful, right? Because it looks nice together. I know. False. My liver and alcohol tolerance is still going strong. Oh, God. Is keep it classy. That makes me so happy. Anytime anyone says that or anything says that, I immediately am like, oh, you should. A purple and green looks good together. I guess villain colors make sense. Your nails are so sharp right now, bud. You're very cute. And wrinkly. You make me need to pee. You're right on my bladder. We're just gonna chill there, though. That's okay. I'll die here. It's fine. Wait, your shirt attracted bugs? Fuck that. Gross. Oh, penis. I was gonna, like, I get drunk sniffing a beer. I swear to fuck, like, I would be dead after that amount of alcohol. Actually physically deceased. And I'm not a small human. Bugs seem like bright colors, so they land on me. Ew. Okay, I'm not wearing bright colors ever. Except at Burning Man. I guess I do have a gold bathing suit. And a rainbow one. You're so cute. You're just the sweetest boy in the whole world. I was trying to tell people about games we got, and then you just showed up to be cute about it. So, we just live here now. Okay. Did we get our head pushing in? You look very naked without your collar. What you gonna do with all that skin? All that skin up in your neck? Is that where you hide your children? Oh my god. Wow, bud. Whoa. It's like a... Okay. I mean, my bright hair has never attracted a bug. Like, even as a little kid, I mean, I didn't have bright hair as a kid. I don't think my bright hair has attracted bugs. But like, if I looked down and saw bugs on my bright shirt titties, I don't think I'd be okay. I don't want bugs just crawling on me. I like to catch them, but the vice versa, I'm not down much. My hair's still bright as fuck. The lights in here kind of change it, but it's basically like pink. This is probably the closest to what the vast majority of my hair is right now. It's kind of this like candy floss pink color mostly, and then like the front where my head is really hot is like white. Almost. This stuff's white. But most of it's pink. It's still fairly bright. Like, you know, normies would probably think this was on purpose. When my hair was bright yellow, I definitely attracted some amount of bugs. They probably wanted to pollen fuck my hair. My hair is currently like bright yellow pink. Are you trying to scare me? I don't want my head pollen fucked. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Oh, so I had to tell you guys. You just reminded me this because pollen fuck is funny. I have a coloring book that I was coloring in yesterday because I was feeling sick and laying in bed and feeling shitty. And it's a coloring book of swear words. I'm pretty sure my sister got it for me or something. And one of the pages literally is like all these beautiful flowers and arrangement. And then the words just say dick dribble. Dick dribble. I just want to call people dick dribble. Oh my god, you don't have to... Man, Clutch. I'm sure you already know this, but I would be happy with literally anything ever under the sun ever. Just to be totally fair, like... I love the rainbow. I like to taste it, actually. That's my... Katie, shut the fuck up. Oh, those colors are beautiful. Yeah. Those are beautiful. Those are fucking beautiful colors. Yes. Are we all part of a massive plant orgy in the spring with all the pollen in the air? Kind of. I don't know how to feel about that. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's like we're just like walking through the bukkake. I wonder if they're cool with that. Or if they're like, no, my boy, my child, my son. I don't. My dog's just laying on my desk now, so this is where I live. I would like to pee though. And then tell them I got the new Jackbox pack, but I have to you're on the mouse. Plants jizzing all up inside you. I mean, wouldn't be the first time I had jizz in my nose and won't be the last. Do you want to go outside? I have to pee so bad. You're just sitting on my bladder. I love you. No? Okay. We just want to hang out right now. I'm cool with that. But also, I do need to pee. Viata volunteered to be the moderator. So I don't know if you heard me earlier, Rod. I bought like one of the more recent packs this morning and installed it. So it's different games. But like I literally Googled like what's the best Jackbox pack that everybody loves, and this one was overall what I could tell like voted one of the highest. And the newer packs actually have the moderation settings in them. Where, like, what basically will happen is I'll look at the room code, I'll send that to Viata. Viata will be the VIP as opposed to me. And that allows Viata to check all of the answers before they're posted live. If that makes sense. But there's a lot of games on there. I don't even know if it's games where we're handwrite or hand draw anything, if that's even going to be valid. I haven't even looked. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know. It could be games like the murder one. Like the murder quizzing one or whatever. It could be something like that. Like, I have no clue. But we will look at that in a few moments. I just have to pee so bad I can't think straight. Yeah, Jackbox, absolutely audience games. I want to avoid sub-only at all costs. I know that's crazy. I know it makes it more difficult. I just, again, this full circles us because I was just talking about that first thing this morning. Like, the beauty of Twitch is that no one has to pay to be here. It's a third space that we can all hang out and play games together, and you can put your wallet the fuck away. I'm very grateful for those. Oh my God, there's my dog. I'm very grateful for those who don't, but you never have to take out a wallet here. And I never want it to be that way as long as I fucking can. As long as I can, that's what I will try to do. And since Viata volunteered, like, that's amazing. And Viata still gets to play and stuff like that. But we'll look at the games. And if it sucks, all the games suck, or if we get attacked by horrible bigots again, I have the other one. We'll try it out. I think you guys can, like, fuck each other. People suck. They do. It sucks. It sucks that we have to be on high alert for this stuff because it fucking sucks. I know. And honestly, you know this, Rod. All my mods know this. The community knows this. Your guys' feistiness is the reason this place has been able to stay a safe place for so long. Because I'm sure we all know streams that start out real nicey nice, like we're very accepting until it's uncomfortable for them. And then suddenly they're playing Rascal Flatts and they're like, well, I know they played at the inauguration, but they're like my favorite band ever and they don't stand for anti-trans rights. And you just got to question things. Is it allyship if it's only as far as it takes you to the point where you're now uncomfortable? I don't know. I don't think so, but that's just me. Cheers, load a bowl, get a beverage. I'll be right back. I gotta pee so bad. Not anymore. 30. Ow. Stupid, fucking, ugly, boring children. 20. I played that for my sister on her 30th birthday. Which is, like, that was some years ago. And it's still weird to say that my sister's in her 30s. Bill. I know. It's weird. It's weird. I genuinely tried to surprise her. Bless my parents. They're terrible at keeping a secret. And I tried to surprise her, like flew to Seattle, waited outside her apartment, and my parents were just so fucking conspicuous. I was like, God damn it. And I stood there with my phone ready to play the song. Played it right at her door. It was great. I know it's like a joke on the internet that people think the 30s are old and like millennials are old and all that. But like if your 30s are old, genuinely, that means you have like so many years, like theoretically up to 40 to 50 more years to be old, and you only had 20 years to not be old. What the fuck? Absolutely not. I don't accept that. Period. Like I just don't. So my sister's still 19, even though she's 34. Yeah. Yep. My sister's little Sarah in her bell-bottom jeans and her tees and her like graphic tees from Hot Topic. It's little Sarah forever. And now she's a lawyer. Like she works at a firm. Like she's an adult. It's so weird. Tax day is the big 50. That's a fucking fun birthday. To be fair. Thank you, Rod. I make friends with people older than me. I'm always the youngest in my groups. That's happened to me a lot. I feel like it's because my parents are older. Do you have older parents? Like a lot of my community, for instance, is like older than me. A lot of my community literally has kids around my age. I think, and I have so much more in common with these people because I was raised like them. Like I was raised in the woods with sticks and no TV and locked outside and told to build a fort. But like most kids my age had some Nintendo or something. I didn't get any of that till I was like in high school-ish. Like late high school, basically. Like the internet and stuff. I didn't, and I genuinely think that's because when I talk about stories from my childhood, people who are like 10 years older than me, I was like, it sounds so much like my childhood. And I think that's because my mom didn't have me till she was like 36, didn't have my sister till she was 40. Like she had we have a lot of siblings, but I was raised by older parents. That's the only thing I can come up with. I just wonder. My son's slightly closer to your age than I am, right? I've always, like, I just jive with that. I've very few friends that are close to my age, and usually friends that are close to my age are the same as me in that they just kind of have that. They were raised in, like, an older kind of lifestyle, I guess. I had NES as a kid, but was not in anything beyond that until we had a PC in the house. My mom still to this day hates video games. She thinks they're the devil. We didn't have any of that till she married my stepdad. And when my brothers moved in, that's when it was like, We had a Nintendo, a Super Nintendo, a Sega Genesis, a Nintendo 64, and I think that's all we had when they moved in. And then we got like a PlayStation and shit. It was wild. Like, it was literally like the circus moved into my house. I was like, holy fuck. You guys play with more than sticks? It was amazing. And for my first birthday that my parents were together, like dating, my stepdad got me a tetherball. I was like, what the fuck is this life? Toys? Like, that was, to this day, that tetherball was one of my favorite gifts I've ever been given in my life. It was the funnest shit. I loved tetherball. Yeah, my bro and older sisters have 10 years on me. Same. That's literally, I have sisters who are like 14 and 16 or 17 years older than me. I'm just the youngest of 8, and I was raised in an older lifestyle, I guess. I've learned that. I didn't know that. I've just learned that via, like, having conversations with people. I was basically raised on my aunts and uncles and family and always felt out of place with people my age. Same. Like, I grew up with my Nana and stuff, like, learning how to play cards, watching Price is Right, and she taught me how to make drinks by the time I was 5, because she had a bar. And at holidays, I would make my family drinks, and they would give me tips in a little tip cup. It was adorable. Fucked up. Adorable. I don't like alcohol. Thank fuck. No, David, it takes a while, I think, for everybody. It takes, it takes a while. My dad was 26 when I was born, and he was born in 67. No shit. So he basically made me love things from the 80s, so maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. I kind of had to find my own shit, because my parents are very much into country. Very country, like country music, and very like farmhouse, farm life, slow way of living, which is great. I mean, good for them. But like being thrust into the world of the internet and like the actual world of technology after that I've said this before, and I'll probably say this for a while, but I was not ready to like go out on my own when I was supposed to. Like when I was 18, I was a baby. Like the town I grew up in was so small and so far from anything that we, like on top of just kind of having that antiquated way of living, like we got everything very late. Like by the time the world was like moving on from Linkin Park Hybrid Theory, we just got it. I remember obsessing over that album, and the world was already kind of like, whatever. Same with like Evanescence and shit. Like music, we get so late. Like the town I grew up in it's probably still very slow, to be honest. They just don't get a lot. There's not a lot out there. And without that exposure, it like, no shit. I remember when Napoleon Dynamite came out, the movie, and we watched it came out when I was in high school, I'm pretty sure. And we were obsessed with it. Like we watched it constantly because it was so emulative of our town. Just how we were just like a couple years behind everybody else, and just a little slower and just a little off. But I think that's what happens to most small towns, is you kind of end up in a little bit of a bubble. And then on top of growing up in a small town, I grew up 30 minutes outside of that small town on the Indian reservation. So like way the fuck disconnected. My chat just did the double. I gotta reload it. Hold on. Okay, let me hold it. Let me pull open the game. Like Mish said, it'll take us 30 minutes even to look at it. I assume it'll open up in that little mega picker again. Okay, my chat's back. I hate when it does that. It's so weird. It overlaps your guys' messages on top of each other, and then I can't see any of them. Welcome to the chat room. Okay, so for the Jackbox pack that I purchased this morning, because apparently it is one of the best, if not the best, literally what I was doing is trying to find a Jackbox pack that had the moderation tools. Jackbox packs 1, 2, 3 do not have the moderation tools, unfortunately. So there's no way for us to try to filter out some nonsense, terrible words, language that is just unnecessary, etc. I don't know. We've never had to worry about this before. I hate having to worry about this, but people suck. Cheers. So, the games. Isn't Quiplash what we were playing when all the things went terrible yesterday? Was that Quiplash? 100%, McTaggart. We were talking about this morning because I was thinking about it overnight. And like, case in point, they just do this shit just to get a rise. Like, it was some of the worst words you can think of, like racist, homophobic words that in no way, shape, or form could have been directed at my white, feminine, female ass. Like, it's just like someone Googled, like, what's offensive? And that's, I mean, it's little effort, horrific offensiveness. I don't know how to someone put it yesterday. It was like, I think Mitch said it was lazy rage baiting or something like that. I don't know. It's just shitty. It's just, I hate that we even have to think about that now or like concern ourselves. But, so this one has a game called Talking Points. Public speaking is fun, actually. Speaking, players are given picture slides they've never seen and words they didn't write. Giving a speech has never been this weird or funny. We have to record ourselves. I don't want to do that. Players enter so this is Quiplash 3. Players, and this is one, we will have a mod, so we can play this. Honestly, I kind of want to play Quiplash again so we can I have a little bit of PTSD from yesterday. Like, I hate that was on my channel. It's grotesque. It makes me feel really gross. Thank you, Rod. I fucking appreciate you. It's grotesque, and I hate it so much. That I kind of want to, like, break it. Yeah, Quip Redemption, exactly. Because the rest of us were having a really fun time. Like, I was having a lot of fun until that happened. And it just sucked. And it's, like, exposure therapy. Like, I think we need to dive back into that and play it with someone moderating. Rod knows what the fuck is up. So does Viata. Literally, all my mods know what the fuck is up. So, not a problem. But there's Quiplash 3, which is probably just different Quiplash. The next game is The Devils and the Details. This is a puzzle strategy roleplay game. Congratulations, demons. You'll be moving to an average suburban neighborhood where you'll take part in the pointless and highly stressful rituals of mortal life. No idea. Sounds fun. The next game is Champed Up. This one's a drawing writing game. Definitely need a mod. Enter the Scrawlizium. Scrawlizium. Like SCRAW, Scrawlizium, where player-created characters fight over unusual titles. Heavy favorites are pitted against underdogs to create hilarious, high-octane matches. I don't know what that means. The last game, Blather Round. Blather Round is a guessing game full of blundering, stumbling, and yes, blathering. Describe pop culture items to your friends, but you'll never get quite the right words. Trivia and writing. 2 to 6 players. What do you guys think? Which one sounded the best? I don't take fault for it. I just want to do everything in my power to ever prevent that from happening. Ever. It just is gross. It's so gross. I tried looking for the kind of bug I remember landing on me quite a lot, and I think it was some kind of May bug, but now I'm just laughing because they're also called cockchafers. What does that mean? By the way, there's the horse. Cupcake is with us. She just doesn't have a home yet. She's here. Poor Cupcake. She's so creepy. Let's get back on the quip. Okay, Rod has volunteered to Rod around. Let's try. Okay, where is shit coming from? Because I don't know if it'll have music or not, so we will turn music off. We will try putting ourselves into the category of the game, and hopefully, I mean, we have Rod here. We're fine. Quiplash 2? Is that what it is? Nope, it's number 3. That's not it. Does it even have it in here? No. We'll just put it in Jackbox again. Yes, thank you very much in advance to any mod who would like volunteers to mod today. I very much appreciate you. And I, if anything pops up, we're just like all the games we play in Jackbox, the perk and what should protect us but doesn't is that in order to play, you have to have your Twitch account linked. So on one hand, it deters people that use like side accounts from being little dickholes, but on the other hand, like they still do. But at least we can ban them. Like we can ban them on Twitch from chat, which is nice. So it's not like they can come in and be douchebags. Fuck yes.
Thank you, mods. We very much appreciate you. Now I get to redeem this and it finally makes sense.
We haven't, I mean, genuinely, like, we have been very, very, very fortunate in the past, like, year with not having any rando garbage coming into chat or garbage people. We've been super fucking fortunate. It's why we got to joke for so long. Like, yeah, the mods are thirsty. Test me. Do it. I'd fucking dare you. Like, literally, we've just been so safe. But we've been playing a lot of these community games lately that probably attract, unfortunately, like a certain population of people out there just to fucking start shit. Yeah, it's been a fucking minute, and it's been glorious. So I'm sorry for anyone that had to see it or even hear about it. It sucked. But we're having redemption now. So like I said, what I'm going to do, Rod, can I message you in Discord? Let me see if Discord is working. I'll message you the room code. You join first as the MVP, and then we'll figure it out. That should be, like, you're smart. You can do it. You will figure it out. It'll be in there. Oh my god. The 2 pictures you sent me of Zelda and then the super scary butt plug. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. All right, let me go into the settings real quick. Master volume, host volume, music volume, full screen mode, yes. Audience, yes. Extended timers, yes. Passworded game. Nah, we don't need to do that yet. Moderation, yes. Interesting. So maybe you don't, we'll still make you the MVP this time just in case, but maybe you don't have to be the MVP. So the moderation settings, it's giving me wrong screen. Then we can learn how to mod another game. That'll be fun. We have other in this Jackbox pack that I wanted to try. We just got stuck into Quiplash because it's fucking fun. Steam does this to me every once in a while where it's like I have to crash the program like in Task Manager and then reopen it. And then all of a sudden it's like, here's all these notifications. But it's only Steam that does it, and I don't know why. You're gonna be better? No, you're just a piece of shit. You're just being an asshole. Just being an asshole, Steam. Never go clogging in your sandals. That's facts. What I think is interesting is more of you would like a body double if you come too fast than family events. Which is wild. Like, I'm here. I'm not judging. I just was shocked. End task, Steam. Because you're being a bitch. I don't know why you're being a bitch. But you are. I need you to end. End. Thank you. Are you so finished? Okay. She was being a little bit of a cunt. See, I can't even put myself there. Like, I understand, though. You Steam that asshole. Oh my god, is that the new... Oh, shit. Maybe we shouldn't repeat our... It's updating. Maybe that's it. Steam needed to update? I don't know. Steam's a little bitch. Clutch, I kind of feel the same. I've never in my life been like, oh no, my partner came and I guess that means everything's over for me. I'm like, glad that's out of the way. Lay down. And I fucking take care of myself. I don't know. But I'm kind of that violently independent mode kind of person. Oh, fuck. I didn't even know this existed. Mike gifted me the Jackbox Party Pack number 10. Would you like to try it? Did it just disappear from everything? Yeah, of course it did. Because my computer's being a... Steam's being a little bitch ass right now. Thank you, Mike, you generous fuck. Let's see what's in it. It'll take like 2 seconds to install. Ooh. Ooh. It looks like it maybe has a new version of TKO, which like... It's fine. Thank you, you generous hoe. I appreciate you. You enrich our days with good group games that help disassociate us from the world. Oh, Portuguese omelet. Let me explain. Thank you for reminding me. For those that have looked it up, you might correct me. I have not looked it up on like Urban Dictionary in years and years and years. This is something that we rolled across randomly in high school, I want to say. Very randomly. because, that's when Urban Dictionary was fucking established. And I don't know how we rolled across it, but a Portuguese omelet is essentially where you fuck your partner's butthole to the point where it's gapped out enough that you can crack a few eggs in there, some chopped up ham, some diced peppers, some diced onion, maybe even a little enoki mushroom if you're feeling a little fancy, some chives, a good like knob of butter, no pun intended there, and then you continually fuck it with your ass until it's nice and stirred up and like whisked, if you will, with the member that you're fucking, the gaped ass, or now your vessel of holding. And then once it's all nice and mixed up, you have that person squat and cough over a stir fry pan, and you cook that shit up and you dine on it. I don't know why it's Portuguese. No. Yes, we can take a break. I was gonna look up thank you, the Grinch meme, because I think it's so stupid and short. But it's it's one of my favorite things. I think it was Vine or something. I genuinely don't remember where it came from, but I'm gonna find it for you. One moment. The Grinch one is great. Yeah, your partner might prefer to be called the omelet container. Very facts. Maybe what was that like? Is it just Tupperware? Was that actually a brand? Tupperware? Like people used to sell it door to door? Tupperware? Maybe call them your little Tupperware. Your little teetski Tupperware. Tupperware's teats. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Make it sweet. Oh, they had the parties. Thank you. Tupperware parties. Honestly, to this day, my mom still has Tupperware, and it's the best Tupperware. There's nothing like it. That shit you could run over with a fucking tractor. It's the best. I kind of wish they still had it. I kind of wish they still did. Like, I wish it wasn't an MLM thing. Because fuck that. Because I'm installing a game, it's almost done. It's only 2 gigs. It's taking a minute for YouTube to come up. Hold on. Okay. Yes, it's literally the first thing that comes up. This video is 10 years old. 17 seconds of a 10-year-old video that turned into a meme has stuck with you and I. I'm just pointing that out right now. Like, can you remember the first time you saw it? Because I can't. Yeah, you gotta do like the pop to it. I don't remember book clubs, probably because we lived in the middle of nowhere and there wasn't enough people to do book clubs, but I remember scholastic book fairs. I think every school got scholastic book fairs if they could, and my school definitely had those, and oh my fucking god. That was better than Christmas. Scholastic book fairs, oh, getting that thing in class and just like looking through and shopping for the books you want and then getting to go. It was rare. Like, I rarely got to go to them, but I dreamed about them. Oh, did I fucking dream about them. Those fairs were the sickest. I loved them so much. Game's almost done. Go. I'm just waiting for the game to be done downloading, and then we'll play the Grinchy thing, and then we'll take a break. Nostalgia, dude. You know what's crazy? That actually popped. Someone, I want to say in New York City or something, did a genuine Scholastic Book Fair pop-up, not realizing what a craving for that there is. And they had a line that was like blocks and blocks and blocks long of just like people standing in line to go to like adults, no children, adults waiting in line to go to a Scholastic Book Fair. That's what nostalgia we are craving right now. And the world needs to give it to us. Cause like, I just cannot remember where the fuck it was. Some big city, but I don't remember. I used to buy Avon from someone I worked with at Taco Time, actually. Okay, I'm going to see if it's actually going to select the right screen for this. Game's done. Grinch. Is it going to do it? So these skiers are going down the ski hill, and a UFO lands in front of them, so they, like, slide to a stop. And these aliens come out of the UFO, and the skiers are like, holy fuck, aliens! And the aliens are like, beep, boop, beep. Okay, now we know your language. Can you explain to us what you humans are doing on this hill covered in the white stuff? And the skiers are like, oh, fuck, like, how do we describe this in layman's terms to aliens who don't understand human culture? So essentially what we do is we, like, strap these boards to our feet, and we get carried to the top of this, like elevated land mass covered in the white stuff, and we try to make it to the bottom without falling or breaking anything or dying. And the aliens kind of like look at each other and then turn around to get back in their UFO, and the humans are like, wait, but we made contact. Like, where are you going? And the aliens are like, we're in search of intelligent life, and they take off and they never return. I think it was like a dig at snowboarding or something. I don't fucking know. That's it. I got a lot of alien prompts in the game. That's the moral of that story. Like a lot of them. It was a lot of alien stuff, and I don't know why. I have no idea. I don't know where I got it. It might have been a Far Side comic, but someone told it to me. I don't remember ever seeing a Far Side comic about it, but someone verbally repeated it to me. Whoever did. I have no idea. It sounds like you, though I thought someone put your voice over it. The scream or the person? Answer wisely. Oh, good. Yeah, I figured it was the scream. Yeah, no, it does. I mean, I've got a lot of rage in my soul. I feel I can identify with this little Grinch man. Yes. Yes is correct. So, Mike went and bought us the Jackbox Party Pack 10, which I didn't even know existed. I genuinely only thought they went up to 9, which is wild. But this one, I know that as far as 5 and up, they all have moderator abilities. So thank you again very much, Mike, you generous hoe. I appreciate you. Let's see what kind of gams are in this one. Oh my god, it has TKO 2! I don't know why I like that game so much. I think it's because we're all terrible artists. Like, in the most complimentary way, we are horrible with a mouse and paint, which is crazy because we are from the era of MS Paint. Like, that should be us, but we're horrible at it. And the shit that comes out of our minds when it comes to the slogans is ridiculous. Ridiculous. But it's so fucking good. So it looks like the games are TKO 2, which we will have to play. Dodo Ray Me. Never heard of that before. Sound and action, but not recording your voice, apparently. Welcome to the uncharted jungle, inhabited by musical birds who play songs for a carnivorous plant that might eat them if you don't play their notes accurately. Are they dodos? No. Did they evolve from dodos? Maybe. Don't overthink it. We didn't. I'm bad at memory. I am scared of that one. Fixie text, which is just writing. Ever wish someone would answer your texts for you? Imagine the masterful comebacks you and your friends would create if you mashed all your brains together. You're in luck. This game lets you play out that fantasy with all the chaos and none of the backlash. Who the fuck is texting someone that will backlash at them? You should stop texting that person. If you can't text nonsense to someone, I don't know what you're doing. Time jinx. What would you do? What would you do if you had a time machine? Would you go back and try to fix some mistakes? Would you travel into the future to see who you've become? No, of course not. You'd use it to play a game You'd use it to play an immersive trivia game. I can read, I swear to God. It's just really small text. And that one's just a trivia one. And then Hypnotorious. Hypnosis, teamwork, and hidden identities. In Hypnotorious, players are attending a hypnotist show where, as you might expect, they get hypnotized. Each player will take a new unique identity, such as Frankenstein, a snowman, or a carrot. Wasn't there a question about a snowman and a carrot? Full circle is all I'm saying. Each player will now take on a new unique identity as Frankenstein, a snowman, or a carrot. They will then be asked to answer questions as their character would. That could be fun. But also, like, what do you guys think? What do you want to play? There's not another murder mystery one in this one. That being said, that murder mystery game is literally voted one of the best Jackbox games to ever have happened. Like the one with the little dolls. I don't think they've got a third yet, but the second one is wonderful and way better than the first. Oh, which Jackbox Party Pack has the second? Oh, I wonder if we can just buy them. I think you can just buy games separately. I don't know. Can you? Or maybe it just tells me what packs they're in. I don't know what pack that one's in though. Jackbox, I can read. Jackbox 6. That was voted the second best. That was the one I almost bought over 7. So I'll put a note of that one. We'll play TKO 2 today. I promise we take a break. Yeah, we'll probably go late because we're going to play a couple rounds of this because I'm really excited. Jackbox. I really liked the murder one. Party pack 6. Thank you. The second is better. Really, Berserker. How so? I mean, it's just better questions and shit like that. The first one is a blast. Like, I honestly don't know how they could improve on it other than personally, very personally, just less questions about celebrities because I don't know shit about anybody. I don't follow celebrity news. I don't know shit about celebrities. Like, unless it's like the most famous fucking people that you can't help but know about. I don't know fuck at all. Ooh, Humble does. Thank you. I'm putting a note. Humbled. That'll save me $10. Thank you, Genova. I appreciate you. Okay, quick break because I promised one. Yeah, we'll go late. We're gonna play a couple rounds TKO. I genuinely hope you guys want to join and play. It's so much fun. It's horrible. Like our drawings, I highly encourage stick figures. The time goes by really fast. It's just fucking fun. I don't know. I really like that game. Take a break, stretch your legs, your dicks, whatever you need to stretch. Load a bowl. All of the things. I think I missed 420. I don't fucking know. I gotta pee. I'll be right back. I don't know. They tend to make the funny, because the more simple the drawing, the easier it is to put it with some slogan. I don't know, dude. Some of them have just, like, some of the fucking, the stick figures are some of the best. I don't know. They're fucking hilarious. Typing is difficult. Anyways, let's try a TKO. Yeah? Oh, fuck me. Did I just exit out of it on accident? Why am I like this? TKO 2, excuse me. I don't know what's going to be different. Has anybody played TK? Wait. I think 2 people just gifted it to me rapid fire. Oh, shit. Thank you. You generous fucks. No shit. Someone just messaged me a code to it. I won't use the code. No, you fucking kind assholes. Thank you. I'm so happy you guys are enjoying playing the Jackbox games and the Party Pack games. I genuinely didn't know what else to do. Like, we all need to disassociate. And I was scratching my brain, and I've just never... Najeel, I'm gonna keep yours because that one's already in Steam. I can't take the code or do anything with it, but someone else gave me a code, so I can let them keep their code. Mark gave me a code just now, whispered me a code, so if you want to give that to somebody else or do a giveaway for it or something, I can't keep both. That's so gluttonous and so terrible. I don't want to do that, but thank you. We're gonna have so many fucking party packs to play. I'm so excited. We're gonna have all the games. It is. I love this shit. This honestly, like, one of the, like, downsides, or upsides, I guess, to growing up with a lot of siblings, but not video games, was we played a lot of board games. I fucking love board games. Like, I actually looked into buying, like, I know, now we're gonna have Murder Party 2, which I'm so excited about, because I really liked that game. I looked into, like, Monopoly. I really like Monopoly. It had horrible, horrible reviews. I don't know why. But I was looking into genuinely trying to find board games. It's just so hard to, like, find games that I know people in stream can play with me and you don't have to own the game. Jackbox Party is specifically built for that, and I love that so much. Like, I just have to have the game, and as long as I'm here, we're fine, we can play. It's really hard to find games like that, but I was trying so hard to find different stuff. Like, it was just driving me fucking crazy. So I'm so happy you guys are enjoying this, because I am too. I love these. Board games, I love them. Like, I was talking about this the other day, like, Clue, I loved Clue, I loved, Monopoly for some reason, I love playing cards. Like, isn't there, I can't remember, it's not a game on Twitch, or on Steam, but it's, like, tabletop. I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically, like, you can simulate tabletop games on it. Is it Tabletop Simulator? Am I literally saying it out loud? But I was looking into that to, like, play cards and stuff. Yes, tabletop. I did it. Yeah, tabletop simulator. I was looking into getting that or something because I love to play cards. Like, I would literally die to teach you guys Wrinkle Rummy, which is that super obscure card game that I've told you guys about that was like my Nana's secret card game that no one knows for some reason. It's just a little bit different than Rummy, but it's really fun. But it takes a while. Like, it can be a good hour. especially if you're teaching people and you've got a full table of people, but it's so much fun. Like, I'd love to do a day like that and just play table and have other people come in and teach card games and stuff. I love card games. That is my joy, is learning new games and stuff. So I'd love to do something like this, but we have so many new games to play. I'm very, very excited. I'm really happy you guys are enjoying this. Thank you. Thank you, Najeel. Thank you, Mark. And thank you, Mike, for all of the party packs today. And no shit, it was Hurts a Lot, quite literally bought the one I bought earlier. So thank you all for all the games. You've given us all a lot of good disassociation. Fun times. Those are both my drawings. So, eat my ass, game. Yeah. I know. What the fuck? Interesting. Those are both, well, that one's edited with cute little eyebrows, which are adorable, but that's mine, and that's amazing. But this is what I'm saying. Like, after you're done, you can go in here and you can buy these shirts. You can get a hoodie, a t-shirt. $26 for a t-shirt isn't terrible if you fell in love with Maniz. So if you genuinely love Fuck You, Fight Me, you can go buy it from this website. Not sponsored, not an ad. It's all just, it's this crazy feature of the game that's just always been there, and it's wild. Are we doing this? No, I think I'm going to call it there. I'm still a little sick, so I think I should lay down and nap. And these guys need to get outside because they're doing whatever they're doing. Woo, woo, woo. Hi, my bestie. How are you? You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful, angel. When I know you're beautiful. It was a horrible song, I know. I'm sorry, but I dedicate it to you. It was fucking fun today. We have more Jackbox party packs to play with tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. Thank you so much for your generosity. Which means we get to play the murder game. The murder mystery, like cute little dolls, whatever. That's true. I have soup. I'll probably heat up some soup. I have some of those giant mugs that are specific. I don't know. I use them just for soup. They're like bigger than my coffee mugs. And I'll heat up some chicken noodle or something. But I'm still like sweaty weird. It's good. Movie night forces me to lay down too and just like chill and hang out. And having the comforting movies has been so fucking nice. Just like, I really enjoyed that Sonic movie last night. It was crazy. I had a really good time. Fuck yes, Viata. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate you. Vile, so they postponed it. Oh, we just got a message about it. I want to say we're roughly planning around July. I liked that movie so much more than I thought I would. That, how do I say, like, coordinated dance between Jim Carrey and himself, I don't know how to say that, to galvanize was immaculate. I don't know what to say. The most recent one that was out, I think 2, it was fucking amazing. It was was it 3? It was the most recent one. Whatever. Why? You're all just skin right now. Where's all your furs? I don't know. You're beautiful, bud. Third, I guess. Was that the one we watched? It was great. Whatever one we watched. I definitely like Shadow better than Sonic, though. I felt like he was trying to be Ryan Reynolds. Oh, I could see that. That guy's pretty fucking funny, though. The guy that plays Sonic, it's John Ralphio from Parks and Rec. He's a pretty funny dude. IMO. I don't know. I just heard him the whole time. It was really good, Vile. Like, genuinely, I laughed a lot more than I thought I would. And it has a really good ending. Ben Schwartz, is that his name? Oh, the third one literally just came out in 2024. There you go. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Because she's the worst. I rewatched that movie a lot, or that show a lot. Parks and Rec is underrated. You should give it a try. Maybe that's what we'll watch in bed. We'll make some soup and we'll lay in bed and rewatch Parks and Rec until movie night, which is in an hour, by the way, every night in Discord for like almost a year now. It's pretty crazy. We've watched. I mean, it has to be. I think we're up in the very high hundreds of movies at this point. It's crazy. We watch at least 2 movies a night, if not more. Last night, the first movie was terrible. It was Tremors 3, which we just like genuinely. Why are you licking my sternum? Stop. We genuinely like as a group just stopped paying attention to and just started talking about the weirdest shit in chat. Like what kind of milk from an animal would we not drink? It was interesting. And then the second movie was Sonic 3, and it was like I did not have high hopes. Like I'm not even a Sonic player. I wasn't really into the Sonic games as a kid at all. They were okay, but not my favorites. What a fucking good movie. We just fucked off, dude. The conversation in chat, the conversation is what we're all there for, let's be honest. That's another, I mean, the third 3.5, 3.1 place. I don't know how to put that, but every night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, 5 p.m. Mountain Time, 4 p.m. Western, if you're over there, Pacific, that's the word. We watch movies in the Discord. Please feel free to drop by. Anybody's welcome. We sit in silence. Like, we don't have a voice chat. We don't have video up. You don't have to say hi. You don't have to say bye. Just like this. We just pop in and we watch movies. Knives and Glut have been so fucking generous to literally almost single-handedly host all of these movies for us. And we are so eternally grateful because it's literally never-ending movies. It's crazy. And since the state of the world, I don't know, because we're not talking politics, since the state of the world, hard quotes, we've been entrusting them with our souls and our hearts and our minds, and they've been giving us some comforting shit. Like the night before, I think it was when we watched Muppet Treasure Island. Like, we've been given some treats lately. It's been a fucking blast. So please stop by anytime in the Discord, hang out. We have a little text channel. The Discord channel that we watch movies in is called Shh, and then the text channel is called Text for Shh, because we all sit in silence. We just text, but we meme like crazy. It is wild. That Tremors, I like Tremors 1 and 2. Like, I really enjoyed those. And what's insane is we learned that this third one, which is the Ass Blasters Tremors, was terrible. There's 7. 7. 7. There are 7. It's like borderline Land Before Time at this point. It's so many movies. How did they get 7? Fucking insane. I hope we don't have to watch those, but we shall fucking see. Beware of your Discord entrance soundboard if you have one. Oh, 100%. It's honestly at least one person every night comes in unmuted or something. It's genuinely like, it's normal for a whole bunch of people to be like, mic unmuted or something like that, because we don't ever want you to say or do anything on a live mic that you don't want to do. That just seems rude to do to a friend, so we don't do that. But it's happened to me. Literally, my camera went live, which, like, if you don't know, the other side of my life can be a very dangerous situation during movie night. And my camera went live one night for, like, 2 split seconds, and everyone just saw, like, you know, this view, like, because I was literally, like, jumping into movie night or something, and for some reason my iPad went live on camera. It happens all the time. It is of no inconvenience. We will just mutual whatever and take care of this situation because we don't want anyone accidentally being naked or something when they don't want to be. Do they get better? For like the other 4, the fourth Tremors is pretty good. 5 to 7 are like low budget silly movies. Like I have not seen Sharknado. I've heard okay things about it, but I haven't seen it yet. I don't know. We shall see. I'm going to raid my boy Dan because he's playing Shadow of the Colossus. It's his yearly, I think this is his 11th playthrough of Shadow of the Colossus, like, ever, but I love watching him play through this game because, like, I feel like I say genuinely too much. I don't know anyone who loves a game this much. Like, he loves Shadow of the Colossus. It is his game, kind of like BioShock is mine. I tend to run through BioShock at least once a year. If not once every couple of years, run through the entire series because I just love it. It's so well done, and I hope they do more. Did you fart at me? We need to go walk. Take care of yourself. Take your joy. Stay classy as fuck. Stretch your dicks. Load your bowls. Clean your fucking bongs. Clean your goddamn water bottles. Eat some soup. and drink some juice if you're sick like me, and take care of yourself. If I don't see you in movie night, I will see you tomorrow and we'll play more fun games. Again, thank you to those of you who gifted games to the community. We are forever thankful and in your debt. Not really, the debt part, but the gratitude part forever, probably. I don't know. Take your meds. Love you. What? You did. You totally farted at me. I love